small YouTube channel hosted by the wickedest lords of hell. Here is the first internet clip show to offer to the daring a look into the final maddening space between life and death. A case of the Mondays. To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It is only a live stream. Only a live stream. Only a live stream. Videos and songs far beyond anything you've tested. A case of the Mondays.
Stop you hammering, I'm gonna hit them all. Cause every day's the anniversary of the year before. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. Random tangents, that's like a tree. Diverse inevitability. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. I said, band, over the band. I can't believe it's Monday again. Part of the problem is the passage of time. Part of the problem is what goes with salt and lime. Part of the problem is the answer is a cure. And a big part of that is the thing that keeps me poor. Sunset's columns support a feeling like cozy to drowning man's frozen ceiling. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. 365. That's right. Problem is the passage of time. Part of the problem is what goes with salt and lime. Part of the problem is the answer is a cure. And a big part of that is the thing that keeps me poor. Sunset's columns support a feeling like holes in a drowning man's frozen ceiling. And if it's a day gone by, then it's 365. If it's a day gone by, then it's 365. If it's a day, if it's a day, if it's a day gone by, 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 if it's a day gone by. It's a day gone by. It's 365.
Welcome everyone to Case of the Mondays. I'm your host Gene Skinner. Good to see y'all in chat. Good to see all my friends. Gonna be opening a beer here because I have it. That's the only reason I've been drinking recently, because I bought some beers. Pie Another Day Fruited Sour by Kings County Brewing Collective. It is a sour ale with blueberry, peach, lemon, and vanilla. It is a 5.5, not super high in ABV, but it's going to taste good because I like my sour beers. Let's pour it. Pour it into a goblet glass a friend gave me a few years back. Get you set to the side, let the foam die down a bit. So let's get right into Case of the Mondays. Hope you've all enjoyed your Labor Day. If you had it off, were able to, do things. I had a barbecue, so it was fun. Start with Mummy Touch like we usually do.
Alert! Carper!
Yep. That's a lot of trash.
Carper, wake up right now! Oh my god.
Ah, alien. Heal him out. Terrifying. Anyway. Master Bob, you sent this in. Here we go.
Oh, hey, you're awake. You've been out for some
I
time.
wish I wasn't.
Oh, whoa, whoa, it's okay. It's just me. You remember me, right?
No.
The rabbit you've been feeding and taking care of these past couple weeks? That's me.
That's me.
I'm a druid, a
druid.
shapeshifter,
Oh, boy.
friend.
No.
But you caught me peeing standing up, and it must have spooked you real bad. You was all screaming and junk. So I
Kidnapped
gave
us.
you a little whack over the head.
You know, as you
brought
do.
you down to my gnome lair so we can
Gnome nest?
sort out this whole misunderstanding.
Alright, let me
Hey,
go.
hey, look at me when I'm talking to you, friend.
Uh-oh.
Look, I gotta go out and grab something real quick. You wait here and don't move till I come back, okay? Here's some cheese to tie you over.
Jeez. Oh,
Goodbye then.
wow. Cheese look pretty bad. Thank God that's a broken arrow. Oh, or that can work too. Kitty! He has good nuts. Kitty! Oh.
Hey, down here.
No,
It's me. I'm the cat.
I'm the cat.
First chance you get, you leave me for another critter? How could you do that to me,
Wow.
friend? That stink. I didn't come back empty-handed, though.
What?
Let's see here. Oh, wrong pocket. There's
Wrong
just
pocket.
some hairs.
Wow.
Doo-doo-doo,
Okay, just don't worry. Yep.
There, that's it. I
Guys?
decided I'm gonna let fate choose what I do to you.
What?
'Cause I can't trust you. Okay, here we go. Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, what's that
Your
mean?
lucky day. Take them shoes off.
What? Oh
Got
no.
them slender elf feet, don't you?
What?
Let me just give them a little.
Oh
Oh, my nose!
no. Yeah, you good nose indeed.
Wait, the enchanted woods ain't safe. The other things.
They good nice? Oh no.
First,
I'm more gnomes.
honey.
That one's a monkey.
You got some pretty hands.
Got some pretty hands. Hey, Tetsuya. Uh-oh.
Follow me, mommy. I'm about to good night.
Wow. Oh, I think it's that chick too. That's funny. Wow. That was a POV. Thanks for that, True Master Bob. Moving on. Sasha, stop. Drawings in this and it's about 60s, 80s, and 70s animation. There we go. I'm gonna get animation, chat. I'm gonna get some learning today, I guess. Sasha, get out the room. Try to knock shit over again. I'm not having it. Sasha, get some trash. I need it too. Let's go. Martin.
What are you snickering, floppy-eared hound? When courage is needed, you're never around. Those medals you wear
Rhyming,
on
oh no.
your chest should be there for bungling, in which you are best. So stop.
Oh, it's not the Whiplash. Yeah. I forgot he had his own cartoon. I thought he was a villain for something else. Maybe he is. Maybe it was a spin-off. I don't know. Not the Whiplash.
You silly, stop sneaking. It's not worth a chance.
Kinda looks...
By the seat of your pants.
I mean, he looks like an inspiration for both Wario and Waluigi. I'm not gonna lie to you, but skinny. Yeah, isn't he usually the villain for the Wacky Racers? I thought that was his whole thing. Yeah, that's what, yeah. See, even I know that. Oh, look, Scooby-Doo. Damn hippies.
Where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo.
And up over. Well,
You got silver. You're the real me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shimmer.
yeah, we're gonna fall down. Fuck that. Way to do it. Skeletons. A night. I think he has cotton candy himself. That's like off there. Rhubarb. Never heard of this one. Well, yeah, ramen. I mean, that stuff will happen, especially when there's boomerang. Who kills all the solar animation. I've never heard of this one. Oh, Hong Kong Phooey. Let's have a parody of Bruce Lee without being Bruce Lee.
Who is this superhero? Sarge?
No.
No. Rosemary, the
No.
telephone operator?
No.
No. Henry, the mild-mannered janitor?
Yes.
Could be. Hong Kong
Hiya.
Phooey, #1 super guy.
He gets stuck in the cabinet.
Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. He's got style, a groovy smile, and a vibe that just won't stop. When the going gets rough, he's super tough with a Hong Kong Phooey chop. Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. Hong Kong.
I mean, I guess the reason Hong Kong Phooey became a bigger of a thing is that the idea of the, martial arts film becoming bigger in the 70s too. Oh, it's entirely Brit Bong. Gotcha. Thank you, Mayar. Batfink? Oh, yeah. Also, totally not racist Asian stereotype. Like that I see him. Go go a go go. No, it's goo goo a go go. Excuse me. Hello, Captain Caveman. And the Teen Angels too.
Set free by the Teen Angels from his prehistoric block of glacier ice comes the world's first superhero, Captain Caveman. Now the constant companion to the Teen Angels, Brenda, Dee Dee, and Taffy in their hilarious
Oh,
and
SWAT Cats is
sometimes
great.
scary mystery
I
missions.
have SWAT Cats on DVD
Get
on my shelf.
ready
I love
for
that
Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels.
Trumpton?
Here is the clock, the Trumpton clock,
Oh, it's
telling the time steadily, sensibly, never too quickly, never too slowly, telling the time for Trumpton.
I feel like I'm gonna die. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this is obviously a Bruce show. This makes me unsettled. This does not make me calm. You're about to be murdered, Stanley. Oh, stop motion. It's stop motion. That was hard for me to actually tell just the clock thing, but now seeing this, yeah.
Grub.
Oh, Penelope and Pit Stop, yep. She's another part of the Wacky Racers.
The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. Starring those 7 rollicking rescuers, the Anthill Mob, their courageous guard, Chugaboom, and that villain of villains, the Hooded Claw.
Ah, Claw. Why does he look like a 9 to 5 business man? Moonlight style.
Penelope Pit Stop, heiress to a vast fortune, is in perpetual peril from her fortune-seeking guardian, Sylvester Sneakley.
Oh, that's why.
Who, unknown to her,
No.
is really
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Hooded Claw.
Oh, so it's her legal guardian who's trying to get her money? No, what? I was right. I forgot. Yeah, that's right.
I'll get you, Penelope.
It's literally her legal guardian trying to kill her to get the money. What a douche. Bug puss. This looks like also like it's British. Sorry, bag puss. That's a bug.
once upon a time,
Yes.
not so long ago,
Get on with the story.
there was a little girl, and her name was Emily.
That puss is fucking awful. It looks it.
And she had a shop.
Yeah.
There it is. It was rather an unusual shop because it didn't sell anything. You see, everything in that
It's
shop
shite.
window was a thing that somebody had once lost, and Emily had found, and brought home to Bagpuss.
Another cat.
Emily's cat, Bagpuss.
Yeah. Why would
The
you
most
name a cat that?
important,
I mean, it's not
most
real.
beautiful, the most magical, saggy old cloth cat in the whole wide
Oh,
world.
he's a cloth cat. I see. So the show doesn't. I thought for a minute I was gonna say it's real.
Well, now, one day Emily found a thing. And she brought it back to the shop and put it down in front of Bagpuss, who was in the shop window, fast asleep as usual. But then Emily said some magic words. Bagpuss, dear Bagpuss, old fat furry catpuss, wake up and look at this thing that I bring. Wake up, be bright, be golden and light. Bagpuss, oh hear what I sing.
Oh, that's colors. Now he's awake.
And Bagpuss was wide awake.
A wide awake
And when
nightmare.
Bagpuss wakes up, all his friends wake up too. The mice on the mouse organ woke up
The
and
intro is
stretched.
bad. The show is worse.
Madeleine, the rag doll. Gabriel, the toad.
I don't like him. Okay,
And last
Gabriel,
of all,
that's
Professor
enough from
Yaffle.
you.
Who is a very distinguished old woodpecker.
Rocky Racers, there we go.
And now here they are, the most daredevil group of
Yep.
daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky races, competing for the title of the world's wackiest racer.
Yep,
The
there
cars
we
are
go.
approaching the starting line. First is the Turbo Terrific, driven by Peter Perfect. Next, Rufus Roughcut and Sawtooth in the Buzzwagon. Maneuvering for position is the Army Surplus Special. Right
Army
behind
Surplus
is the
Special.
Anthill Mob in their Bulletproof Bomb. And there's ingenious inventor, Pat Pending in his converter car.
Pending.
Oh, and here's the lovely Penelope
Penelope
Pitstop,
Pitstop, yeah.
the glamour gal of the gas pedal. Next, we have the Bouldermobile with the Slide Brothers, Rock and Gravel. Lurching along is the creepy coupe with the gruesome twosome, and right on their tail is the Red Max. And there's the Arkansas Chugabug with Luke and Blubber Bear.
You know, characters you
Sneaking
could just
along
throw away.
last
Oh, there's
is
Sandy
that
Whiplash.
mean machine with those double-dealing do-batters, Dick Dastardly and his sidekick, Muttley.
Oh,
And
Dick,
even
oh,
now
that's
they're up
right.
to
His
some
name is
dirty
actually
trick,
Dick Dastardly. It's
and
not
they're
Sandy
off.
Whiplash. Why do I think it's Sandy
Standing start.
Whiplash?
And why
It's
not?
Dick Dastardly.
They've been chained
yeah.
to a post by shifty Dick Dastardly, who shifts into the wrong gear. And away they
I mean, his
go
character
on
literally
the
is
way
based on
out
Sandy
wacky
Whiplash, but
races.
he is Dick Dastardly, yeah. Oh, God. More British television. Alright, we get it. Oh, no. I don't think I have some dirt race names. Okay, that's the end. Well, that is an intro to something. I don't know what. Oh, Mr. Ben? Alright. Oof. Hey.
Stupid owl.
You said this in Robin. Stupid.
I can't believe he's gone, Brock. There, Ash. Team Rocket has taken Pikachu before, and we always blast their candy asses off. Chin up, little buddy.
Chin up, little buddy.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Now get some shut-eye. we're gonna have to bring our A game tomorrow if we want to get Pikachu back safe and sound.
Right.
All right,
Good
now
night,
you need to
Brock.
sleep.
Good night, Ash.
Brock has no eyes open. Is that offensive to Asians? Because it's
Meow
about
and
Asians.
Jesse aren't gonna like this, but at the rate things are going, you and your twerpy little friends are gonna blast the three of us off permanently. Well, if you ask me, I'd rather lose
It's a
my
rat.
job at Team Rocket than my fing life, especially not to some insolent twerps and their pet rat. After I discreetly return you tonight, I'll never have to see any of you shits ever again.
Brock, did you hear some weird shit just now?
I sure did.
Sure
Ash.
did. Oh, God, he's
Sounds
got a
like
gun.
James from Team Rocket to me. Let's go check it out. The noise came from this direction. Impossible.
Gun.
Their instincts are uncanny. I did meat if I don't think of something. And fast. Gugong.
Gugong.
Gugong. Chew.
What the?
Don't you know anything, Ash? That's the call of a wild Gongachu.
Kongachu.
Oh.
Oh.
Gongachu, the flesh-collecting Pokemon.
The flesh-collecting
Little is known
Pokemon.
about this Pokemon, as all who encounter it are never seen again.
Yeah, what-
Whoa. Looks like you were right, Brock.
Of course I was right, Ash. There's no mistaking the call of a wild Gongachu, or the sound it makes as it tears flesh from the bone. It chills your soul, Ash.
Oh my God.
Once you've seen it, heard it, it changes you.
It changes
It
you.
takes a part of you, a part that you can never get back.
Is that what happened to
And
you,
that's
Brock?
if, and only if, by some miracle of Pokey Christ himself,
Christ.
you're actually able to survive.
I bet I could catch one with a Master Ball.
No.
This is no time for your rookie Ketchum. Pikachu's in much more danger than we originally thought. If
Oh,
you
God.
ever want to see Pikachu again,
That was the voice
we
actor
need
about to laugh.
investigate those noises.
Oh, that's
Carefully.
several times he's about to
If
laugh.
we're really dealing
Wow.
with a Gongachu, we're in for some real Just follow my lead, and maybe we'll live to tell the tale.
But
Yeah.
This is definitely where we heard those noises coming from. But the situation smells fishier than Misty's Pokeballs.
The Misty's
A
Pokeballs.
Gongachu never would have allowed Pikachu to survive this long. This is either a miracle or James from Team Rocket.
Yep. Run. He's gonna shoot somebody.
Gugong.
Yep. No, everybody's gonna bring the gun.
Brock, you found Pikachu. Hey, pal, don't worry, okay? We're gonna find a way to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
Brock, I think you're scaring Pikachu.
Tree.
I don't see nothing.
Look again.
Look, oh, he's right there.
It's
He's
James
just
from
laughing.
Team Rocket.
You're damn right it is. I totally knew it all along, too, Ash.
Let's beat his
Why are you
ass.
laughing?
Send out Geodude so we can buckle his knees with rock
Buckle his- that guy's
Or
laughing.
maybe a few thousand
Still
volts from
laughing.
Pikachu. No, I was only here to get Pikachu back. I swear, if you little psychos are gonna kill me, at least make it quick.
Stand back, Brock. It's about to get messy, right, Pikachu?
Nope.
Pikachu?
Don't give me that look. I've been sitting right here in front of you. This is.
Uh-oh. It actually is the thing.
Oh, that. There's no mistaking that sound, Ash.
Well, I mean,
It seems a
I mean-
Gongachu really has run off with Pikachu this time. In
Wow.
which case, I fear he's already suffered a truly agonizing
He's
death.
still trying to laugh.
Not necessarily. The
still
glass dome
laughing.
the glass dome Pikachu's trapped inside of isn't just shockproof. It's practically indestructible. Even the strongest of Pokemon can't get in or
Sure about that?
out. On top of that,
Oh, God, the
you
face.
need to input a passcode to open it. A code only I know. Like it or not, you punks need me alive if you ever want to see Pikachu again. I call bullshit. Your Team-U-S, Team Rocket Tech
Team-U-S.
wouldn't stand a chance against a Gongachu.
I'm about to blast him off.
Hang on, Ash. I think I may have a better use
Oh
for
boy.
him.
Oh no. Could be bait. Be continued. Wow. All right. The laughing really did make that. Much more to come. Nice. Thank you, Ramen. All right. I don't know if there's any more, but what's going on?
What's Joe gonna do? Is he gonna stay in the race?
No.
Is he gonna drop out? What's he gonna do? Well, here's my answer.
Strong to listen,
I
obviously.
am running and gonna win again.
We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos.
Come on,
we
man.
have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
Come on, man.
America's ready for a new chapter.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
America's ready for a better story.
Come on, man.
We are ready for a President Kamala Harris.
Come on, man.
Betrayed.
I give my heart and soul to our nation.
And they have nominated Coach Walls and me to be the next
Oh,
Vice
God, Coach
President
Walls.
and President of the United States of America.
Well, I got my education in the black church.
To the black church.
Make us proud. Be a 2-term president someday, Joe.
I would say raised in the synagogues at my
I was raised in the synagogues. The black church synagogue. I love it.
You can do it if you
You can do it. 2 terms. 2 terms, Joey.
I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community.
In the Puerto Rican community. What?
Joe, when you become
Yo,
president
when
someday,
you get there, yo,
I know you'll stick up for people
you
like
stick-
us in your
you stick
second
there.
term, or second term.
Or if you have a second time, Joseph. Nope. Oh, there, yep. The rabbi and the Puerto Rican and the black woman, all of them.
Become a member at freedomtunes.com for exclusive cartoons.
Thank you for that, Strong. Moving on. Professor Bob sent this in. Demo at the bus stop.
Sometimes I wonder.
Do you wonder?
Why are we here? And I think that maybe I've got a purpose in life, but
Do you,
no
mate?
one's told me what it is yet. I don't have any regrets in life. I don't know, maybe I do, but
Maybe I do,
just
mate,
can't
but I don't know,
remember them.
crikey.
I like it when I get a $2 coin, because it's my favourite coin, because it's a gold one, and it feels really important, even though it's small. I really like $2 coin. I don't really listen to music. I like to listen to the sounds of nature. You know, like the cars going by and the trees being chopped down. But sometimes the birds can be a little bit too loud in the morning. When the birds are loud, I usually get a piece of bread and put some Panadol in it and feed it to them, because Darren told me it makes the birds more quiet and not so loud in the morning. Me mate Grubby from Fairy Meadow always tells me that in life you gotta put one foot in front of the other. But I don't know, I think he's talking shit because he doesn't have any legs. I think that there's too many people in the world these days. Sometimes I just want to kill all people in the world. Just fucking kill them all. But I don't know, maybe that's not a very nice thing to do. I don't know where my kids are. Has
Wow.
anyone seen me
Real
kids?
Where's yeah?
Don't know where me kids went. What's going
Hey,
on?
mate. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah, mate.
The
void?
No one. You're just thinking out loud.
Alright then. Thanks for that, sorry, Crewmaster Bob. Ramen, you sent this in. Here we go. Also, you put context for this too, and I will read it as we're watching this. Just let me get to there. What's the context behind this again? It's the fact, yeah. TJ Angry Dad Tom has been having lots of problems with his own girlfriend's brother Tommy, as you saw in the video I uploaded before this one. Yeah, it's come to the point where TJ's Angry Dad Tom has been shoved and even threatened with violence. Tommy was even harassing TJ's current girlfriend during this time while TJ was at work. TJ comes home from work one night to find drugs all over the living room table as well as a drunk, passed out Tommy. So TJ decides to get everyone some revenge by urinating in his face on video amongst other things he does in drunk, passed out body. This all happened September 24th, 2003. Wow. Alright then.
Drughead! Drughead!
Wow. Oh shit. I may have thrown a few videos in for tonight too. You'll see them when we get there, okay, chat? Don't worry about it. I'll let you know when they're mine. That way, you can take. No one can take. You know, can't say, "Oh, who put this in?" or "Who gets mad." No, you won't get mad, but like, "Who put this gem in?" and you'll be like, "Me! I'm the guy." So this beer's pretty good, by the way. Did I post the art in Brawlhalla? I don't remember if I did or not. Let me be sure. I didn't post it. There we go. Now the beer art is posted. His gun's hanging out. Alright, thanks for that, Ramen. Strog, you sent this in.
Chad Flanagan here.
Hi,
There's
Chad.
something about smoking a late night cigarette that gets my dick really hard. That's why I pick Midnight Moons. They get you fucking buzzed.
It looks like a skull with a burst out his body. Wow.
Midnight Moons. Get fucking buzzed.
Get fucking buzzed. Alright.
Right,
Here
you
we
guys
go.
doing?
Tremendous Bob sent this in.
Hey, we're doing pretty good.
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Excellent. So what's going on today?
Doing good.
I'm doing very well, actually.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of good things going today, so I'm pretty happy.
That's great.
How you doing? Good.
How are you?
So I heard you guys need some help with the archaeological dig. That sounds really fun and exciting, actually.
Well, in a way, it's kind of an anti-archaeological dig.
boy.
We've been digging out of space in a mountain, and we found a lot of. They found a lot of stuff down there, a lot of fossils and bones and stuff. They say it's like a major find for the scientific community, archaeological community, or something. But that's going to interfere with our plans to get this done on schedule. So what we're doing is we're grinding up all these bones, and we're just going to dump the remains in the ocean. We're just not telling the government.
Wow.
So we need someone to just help us get rid of all of these fossils and bones and stuff.
They're just
grind
bones.
them up.
Well, that doesn't sound exactly cool, but
Yeah, well, you know, they'll find more eventually.
They'll
someday.
find more
It's,
eventually
You know, they're
someday.
dead. Who cares?
They're dead.
They're
Who
just
gives
bones.
They're
Yeah,
just bones.
Dead bones.
well, what kind of bones are we talking about?
It's
Probably
pretty much it's
We-
a
we
smorgasbord.
We hired an archaeologist specialist guy. He came in, and he said, "You have saber-toothed cats down here, and you've got woolly mammoths and dinosaur bones, complete specimens."
Complete
he said one of them
specimens?
looked like something he had never seen before.
A couple of them,
But
actually.
We just
that's
grinded those
gonna
up and put them in the
cost-
ocean
It's
as
going to
fish
delay
food.
this whole project by about 2.5 years.
Something
It's gonna
called a
raise the
missing
price
link.
A missing
by about
link?
$300
No one
million.
buys that. They're
It's
full
not
of
worth it, and we're going to have to get a bunch of,
It's not worth
No,
it.
no, I mean, it's not. it's
fruity
not.
liberal scientists in here
Fruity
telling
liberal
us what we
scientists.
can do and what we can't do. So
I'm an
we just
independent. I guess there's something to be said for everybody. You know.
here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. We just don't want to deal with it. We want to be on schedule. We want to get this project
We want to get
complete,
it done.
and we can't do that.
What that's so important.
Oh, here we
to
go.
get
There
done,
goes
I
gonna be
don't
something
understand.
stupid.
Mr. Valente, like it's a we're digging into the side of a mountain.
It's a
To do
secret
what?
it's a secret submarine base.
It's a secret submarine base.
I mean,
But it's independent.
No, I'm not-
But it's
not a government
independent.
thing.
It's a submarine base.
Yeah, but not for the government.
okay.
But not for the government,
All
we
right,
promise.
all right. It had to be a pretty damn good reason, I guess, to dig into the side of a mountain and get rid of bones that you've never seen before. But
Well, we just don't care. We're just
We
not.
just
We're not
don't care.
archaeologists. You know, we just don't care.
okay.
Okay.
So what would you need from somebody for $800 a week to do?
Basically, just dig all this stuff out and make sure it's not visible anymore. You know, and we just got to grind it up. We've got this grinding
We
machine
got a
now.
grinder for all these bones.
haul it out to the
It don't
ocean.
matter.
I mean, is it legal?
Is that
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's just
Doesn't
not. I think it's
sound
just
good.
not cool.
Well, I mean, what do you guys
I don't
really
think it's
want,
not cool.
honestly? What's the main thing? Because obviously-
As far as you're concerned, you're just moving bones. You're moving and grinding bones, and
Just tell 'em it's-
our property is attached to the ocean, and you're just going to our private ocean and putting them into our private water.
Just tell them it's
Okay,
coyote
so I
bones or something.
I
You
have
know?
to
Coyote
travel
bones?
somewhere and dump saber-tooth bones into the ocean.
Yeah, or any rivers, just anywhere, dumpsters.
Just anywhere. Just
wherever.
dump them.
No, the ocean is connected. You just literally go out the back of the mountain. You take a
Well,
little trail down, and we
I'm
have
1,000% sure that every little piece of that is illegal, and
No.
probably for good reason.
No, it's just not cool.
No, it's just
nice.
not cool. It's not illegal. It's just not cool.
This
Yeah,
is
it's just not nice.
It's just
We
a
don't- we don't
stupid
want federal
scientist.
Stupid science.
entanglements in our submarine.
And I do.
Well, you don't. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, me taking bones somewhere and dumping them to the ocean is going to prove pretty problematic for me.
what
Why is
about
that?
for $1,200 a week?
No,
Why not? Are you a pussy?
because
You pussy?
$1,200
Well,
under the table, no
I'm-
taxes.
you're a pussy, you know,
You're a
for grinding bones and throwing them into the damn ocean.
It's
but,
fine. They're gonna
you know,
find
what-
him somewhere else. Somewhere.
They'll find him
They'll
somewhere
find him
else, it's
someday.
fine.
Who cares? Like, what's it gonna do for us, really?
What's it
It's
gonna
just
do for
bones.
us in the long run, or
Then who are
anything?
you?
Huh?
And what if they don't? Then who are you?
Who cares? I don't.
Who
What?
cares?
What's it gonna prove, really? It's like, oh, yay, another species of animals that's
I
dead.
guess you'll never find out, huh?
Yeah.
Just cleaning the mountain. That's all we're doing.
Good for you.
Cleaning the
Yeah.
mountain.
There's like these patches of ice
I'm
in
good.
there that are.
The patches
No,
of
you guys
ice.
are good.
Yeah.
And what was the name of your company again?
Maybe we should just go.
Maybe we should just
Medusa LLC.
Yeah.
Medusa
yeah, that's
LLC.
it.
LLC. And you guys are getting rid of bones.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck
well,
bones.
you have
fuck
fun with
bones.
that, and
You know what? You know what? Fuck bones. Fuck
be careful
scientists,
of,
and fuck you.
Well, not really. I didn't say
Listen,
anything
if,
like
if
that.
you're
You don't have
if
to
you
be
need to if you need to pick your nose, why don't you just pick your nose instead of just scratching around it?
Yeah, just do it. We don't care.
Monkey.
Are you guys
Monkey?
the-
Wow.
What, monkey? You've got feet on your shoes, dumbass.
You got feet on your shoes, you idiot. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you, Brian.
I got feet on my shoes.
Wow. Alrighty. The gaslighting, North Dakota. Alright. Now you're ready. Now you're ready for it. You saw it yesterday if you were there, but
What are you doing, Dad?
if you didn't, here you go, Chad. You're welcome.
Who's there?
Ice put this in. been another day, another dollar, Chad, you know?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I'm young and hip. You're old. It's not cool.
How dare you say that to me? After I purchased that shirt with this shirt on a bargain price for you and your mother before a fire
Whereas devoured her corpse.
What are you talking about?
God. This is... Look. Hard day at work.
Day at work. Just toss that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar.
Know what I mean? I see it.
It is. That's from
Another day.
Deadly Premonition, yes. Actually, both these songs are.
You would know about that, because you never worked a day in your damn life, have you, boy? Huh? You ain't never worked a damn day. You ain't never lifted one finger for what I bring into this house and what you bring into this house. Ever since I took you in, you just been shitting your pants.
Have you, This is Porky and Dad.
Joke.
This is Porky when he confuses you with Dakota Strong. That's what you do to him. You just start yelling at him. Don't worry, he's totally not gonna take off the shirt. Oh wait, he is. That RoboCop shirt, which he bought at a discounted price for you and your mother before fire ants devoured her corpse.
You think you're better than me? You think you can just come in here and play second innocent anytime you want? You're wrong. This Dreamcast keyboard is outdated.
Why do you have a Dreamcast
You're
keyboard?
outdated. This whole damn house is outdated. You're going down.
Okay, sing on the bell.
It's time for retribution.
It's time for retribution.
You can't take what I've
Look at the little
got
skeleton.
away from me. And number one.
Wow, Strong, look at that. I got 2 Omega loot boxes.
You'll always just be number 2.
Cheater. He's got a mullet on. He just has a wig on, don't worry about it.
You ain't the best. You ain't the best now.
You ain't the best.
You think you got what it takes? You don't have it. You don't have it, because I ain't give it to you yet. You just don't have it. You ain't got it.
You couldn't.
Ain't gonna have it. Never will have it. Never did have it. Never gonna get it.
Never gonna get
Not
it.
gonna take it from me. I ain't gonna give it. Blah. 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 Blah.
Vomit loop.
I'm a joke.
I'm a joke. Alright. Time for ring girls. Titties.
Those are tits. Yep.
So I'm sitting here with Tits. How do you like the fight so far? Nice. Oh, see what I just did there, Tits? How was it, man? What did you do?
Fucking easy, baby. I told him I was coming out there and taking his fucking head off, and that's what I did.
Easy night work for a
Jazz,
great,
Tits,
for a great
Monroe.
Tits. Congratulations. Back to you, boys.
Santa Claus in the ring.
Oh, yeah, Santa. Nice.
Wow. Chonky.
By the way, the most ring girls I've ever seen. The ring girls are going half the arena. They're going 2 at a time.
I think the pyrotechnics you're speaking of, it's lights.
The Miss Ring Girl, first place, gets the top prize of $1,500 and the coveted jacket goes to Ring Girl number 1, Dessert.
Dessert. There's Dessert.
Ring Girl Dessert.
There she comes with the Rihanna red. She showed up. She showed out tonight, Large.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Dessert.
Twan, that one time when she did the split and a couple of school rings fell out, that was something else. I think that was Rough and Rowdy 11.
She keeps those as trinkets.
Yes.
Oh, those are the two 50-year-old ladies there, too. I remember that from last time we watched the girls
We
face off.
should have went honorable mention.
There, she's got the jacket.
Robbie Fox,
All right.
your Rough and Rowdy commentator and
Strog, you
ringside
sent
course.
this next one in. Here we go. Monsters in the back rooms. Well, that's disturbing. Oh, God. Ugh. Been leeched. You've been leeched, boy. Oh, yeah, he's coming towards you. Yeah, of course he is. Oh, dead. Next. Centipede woman? Yeah, centipede woman. You know, as you do. She can smell. Of course, it can smell you. Yep, got it by the centipede woman. Oh yeah, you're just gonna die. Centipedes are very venomous. Yup, balloons. Pop the balloons. No repercussions will happen if you pop balloons. Oh, something's down there. Oh, never mind. It's the centipede woman again. I think. Is that the centipede one? There's something else. Yeah, it's the centipede woman. Oh. Yeah, I can see they're new backrooms monsters. Oh, what is that? Oh, look at a fire baby. Fire midget. Alright, calm down. This isn't a party. Stop it. Alright, snake woman. Alright, calm down. You don't all have to gang up. Dude, that dude has an ear for a face. Now that whole thing's terrifying looking. Leave the loop. Is that Japanese? Korean? Nope. Oh yeah. No, that's not how those things work. Snakes usually will crush you to death, then eat you. I'm calling logical bullshit on monsters. Damn you, fire demon, baby. Oh, it's a weeping angel thing when you look away from it, it gets closer to you. Yep, oh, you're stuck. Up. Up. The animatronics get wacky as they. Another balloon. Pop it. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. No. What is that? Oh, the ear man. Oh, he uses sonic beams to kill you. Is that are those teeth in that fucking ear? found him. Easily escapable. Seven feet? Oh god. Gotta use echolocation to find you, yeah. I think he's a bat. You just move out of the way of that. He's gone. He doesn't see you. Doesn't got eyeballs. Nope. Oops. Oopsie doodles. Stepping on a whoopee cushion. You stepping on a whoopee cushion gun? No. Oh, you hit another balloon. Oh, you're fucked. Come on, that's easily avoidable. Ew. You just let that walk up to you? Ew, is there a lump in it? There is. They don't walk on it. It would be cooler if the monsters would fight each other too. Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh hi! That's a normal neighbor. That's a normal neighbor you have. In the classrooms. A normal neighbor. Just a hall monitor. Normal. Nothing weird about that. Hey, I don't tell you how to walk. Stop being so judgmental. Oh god. Thank god. Elevators are his kryptonite. Oops. Oops. Why is he all red? Why is he all bloody now? Why do you get covered in strawberry jam? Oh. Hi. Oh. Oh, you're being strangled to death. Come on. Nope. Oops. Yep, get out of there. Can't really close the door, you should leave. You should have left. Oh, that's a dead end. That was a mistake. I don't know how you'd look back, I would just leave. That's kind of goofy. A little demon doll. Hi. Yeah, it's gonna jump on it. Yeah. Oh, we saw that earlier. Oh, what the hell was that? Was that a sock man? The dolls tackle each other with no. Sounds like ducks when running as they walk. Okay. Just get on the elevator. I don't think they can get on the elevator now. They can't. Elevator's a safe spot. Okay. Alright, thanks for that, Strug. Oh, he's so dead. Yeah. Just murdered, yeah. Nope. Never mind, there's one more. Is there one more? Is it the fire one? Maybe. I don't know. Didn't show us. Anyway. Bleak time again.
Black Myth, Wukong is a threat to the AAA Western gaming industry, an industry that hates its audience so much that it spends 8 years making a game that can't outperform Gollum. A threat to Screen Rant in particular, taking points off the game for lacking inclusion and diversity. But how the hell do I take that sentence seriously when there is a picture of a magic monkey fighting a magic rock 3 lines above it? Hell, 90% of the things in this game aren't even human. I don't even know what this means. There is a man that can sing and play guitar without a head. What do you want, a mariachi band instead? I'm so Confucius. And Black Myth Wukong is a threat to the American education system, as many Americans are finding out just how many Chinese people there really are. Get over here. Let me show you some numbers. The USA has 333 million people. China has 1.4 billion. So when you see the player chart pull a Helldivers 2 every day at high noon, and when you see English doesn't even make up 10% of the total reviews, remember that China outfucked us by 1 billion people, and they just got a second game to add to their library for when they're not playing PUBG. But with all that being said, how's the game? It's janky as hell, but it's also a good time. Let's quit jibber jabbering and get into it. This game takes place in China, or in India, don't know. This game is based on Journey to the West, which I've been told is like the Harry Potter of China. So out of respect for China, and in a desperate attempt to improve my rapidly declining social credit score, I've turned all the dialogue to Chinese, and I have shut off the subtitles. That one's for you, Big Winnie. However, unfortunately, that meant I didn't get a single word of the story, so don't expect any lore-accurate information from here onward. That's it on the story. Let's talk about how this game plays. First of all, this game is a boss rush. You're a monkey with a stick, and they're throwing boss after boss after boss at your stick, and your goal is to use that stick to beat down every last one of them. Most bosses get no context, no cutscenes, no fanfare. They just get a name tag so you know what to write on their gravestone after you kill them. As for the difficulty of these bosses, some of these bosses feel like a parody of a Dark Souls boss. They'll go from slicing you to summoning spikes out of the ground to calling in Rodney the Roach to hiding behind an invisible wall, throwing attacks through it, to throwing an attack that hangs like a constipated shit, to getting body slammed by a tornado that they just spawned in. Don't forget about the grapples. I find the most effective strat to counter these is Alt F4. When I fight bosses like this, I say, put me out to pasture. Just give me some jello and plop this old dog in front of a tube TV that's playing Frasier reruns. Much like
no,
the gameplay,
Nathan,
my
Journey to the West is actually multicultural, believe it or not. It is Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and Indian. It's from a Chinese story, though.
I believe it was
Sun Wukong is a Chinese
deity. An oppressive government is more to be feared than
There's so many adaptations of Journey to the West, I can see why it did.
Save me, oppressive government! Save me! Hang on! Jojo Walter!
You might know Journey to the West from its more contemporary adaptation, Dragon Ball.
In some ways. But my only problem with that comparison is that you wouldn't believe how horribly you can play this game and still succeed. I have so many boss fights where I accidentally beat them while throwing down some of the worst combos you've ever seen. I'm talking horrible, truly appalling gameplay, like someone just handed a stroke victim a controller 5 seconds after it happened. That's what I'm talking about. And yet here I am, failing forward. Get over here. You see that boss?
Japanese.
My aura just killed him. I did not beat these bosses by learning their mechanics. I did not improve myself, look up guides, overcome them with skill. I wallowed in self-pity until my enemies destroyed themselves. Don't get good, get lucky. Skill fills a man's hands, gambling fills a man's heart. Now, how does that combat feel when my spells aren't on cooldown and I still have mana for the first 30 seconds?
Correct, and he meets the characters along the way. One of who is Sun Wukong,
the spinning outrageous, the style unmatched.
He meets a bunch of people.
He meets a bunch of characters. US military.
But Sun Wukong probably is the most recognized in pop culture.
I feel like a hobo
because
on crack fighting
how many
my
things he was adapted to.
It feels like Dark Souls if my guy just couldn't stop spinning and flipping with every attack. And you may have noticed the light attacks do the damage damage of a Nerf sword, but don't worry. You don't do these as much for the damage as you do them to charge up the heavy attack, and that feels like a proper punch. Upgraded even more, and it feels like a nuke. Upgraded all the way, and it feels like a completely different game. You're breaking legs, somehow you got a Mossberg, you turn into an unstoppable agent of chaos. Drilling directly into what makes this game unique, let's talk about the spells. 3 of the things on the skill wheel are just micro doses of power, little helpers, like the glue to your combos, if you will. One of them lets you teleport behind them, then attack. One of them lets you freeze a boss in place. And Pluck of Many ensures that you don't die alone. Now, anyone that plays this game will notice I left out Rock Solid, and that is because Rock Solid is liquid ass. Congratulations,
that's another one too.
That first attack, but in 1987, Street Fighter invented
There's too many. That's why I hate Journey of the West. It's been adapted so many times. I despise it for that reason. It doesn't stop being adapted by multiple cultures.
But I also firmly believe
there are even like English adaptations of Journey of the West. I'm not kidding. I don't know why it's so appealing. I don't get it. It's about a guy who's going to India to find enlightenment, but then he wants to learn Hinduism and he gets there instead.
And all the other summons are capitalist pig propaganda. Like, look at this dude using the lightning guy. Oh, he does more damage. Oh, you switch your summon depending on the elemental of the boss you're fighting. Descent like that's gonna get you sent to the labor camps, Quilo. I'll flamethrow lava before I betray my special boy. Rat till I splat, praise Buddha. Gotta talk about my gripes with the combat. First off, skill wheels with cooldowns make me want to commit a felony. Second, I feel like a goddamn pilot with how many meters, timers, and bars I have to watch every time I get into combat. You have not only your cooldowns and all your magic, but you also got a mana bar, cooldown for the Yagwai, the health bar, the focus bar, and don't forget that the Monkey King also has to watch out for an asthma attack on that stamina bar. You can fly on a cloud, but old Curious George still has to watch out.
I wonder where Nimbus comes from Dragon Ball.
By the way, you can't just swap out your health potions for mana potions like in Dark Souls. To get mana recovery sometime after Chapter 3, you have to go find some weak items hidden halfway up Sun Tzu's ass in a secret area. And I'm already a monkey. I don't need the Pox 2. I was gonna talk about how Stellar Blade has much better flow and how they integrated a lot more of these action mechanics much more smoothly, but there's no point in pitting these two dogs against each other. Gaming is in its century of humiliation. It's had its balls chopped off and now they're being kept in a British museum. Good enough is great in times like these. Back to the positive, 3 different fighting stances is fantastic. You love to see different fighting stances in games. Jade Empire, Saints Row 2, Yakuza, all the greats have this. It's one of my favorite features. That being said, Slam Gang for life, the other 2 styles are shit, and if you use Pillar, you should be sent to the Chinese labor camps. Speaking of side activities, I thought the singing minigame felt very out of place. I think that it's just disrespectful to the source material to have you singing girls just want to have fun in a karaoke bar. You're better than this game,
but I'm just saying, he is an asshole. Because he could just tell you the lesson, but no, he has to teach you the lesson by being a dick.
More subtle way. A way that is straight out of the art of war. Use deception. You see that shortcut right there? Go ahead, try and use it. Fuck you, invisible wall. Try to jump in the cave, invisible ceiling. You see that mountain? Well, you can't fly to it. You see that Scottish guy?
Just for a short reign over this barren valley.
Well, he's actually Chinese.
I'm Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru.
Even the bosses have invisible walls on their balls. I can't take it anymore. Damn it! But this gives me an idea. This idiot doesn't know my back's to a wall. Use environmental factors to your advantage. Shit! I mean, know yourself in your enemy. I knew our enemy couldn't come down here with us, and that's why I let him do that. Art of war. I tell him to fix this, but you know what? If China doesn't care, I don't care. I think hyper-realistic graphics paired with invisible walls everywhere is chic. It's empowering. It's the future. Now to cap all of this off, you need to know that this game is loaded with secrets. Secret items, secret areas, secret bosses, many secrets, and I won't spoil any of them except for one. Because this one is so crucial to enjoying this game that you can't leave this video without seeing it. Are you ready? Because if you want to have fun playing this game, you have to go to this area first. Follow me.
Yakuza. Dressed as Sun Wukong, because you can do that.
It's Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping
Dogs.
Dogs.
Oh, Sleeping Dogs. Never mind. Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is the best Wukong
this
game.
video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for buying me dozens of copies of Squirrel with the Gun. Get ready, pimpers! It's almost purging time! Hooray!
Alright, that'll be soon. Anyway, it's time for the Spookies Anomaly. This one is called The New Humans, a 1974 discovery in California.
Humans are fundamentally flawed by design. Our brains, for one, are woefully inefficient at using energy. As for our skeleton, the shift from quadrupedal to bipedal movement completely compromised the flexibility of our spine. Unlike sharks, our teeth are permanent, meaning that any damage to our mouths, whether from internal or external forces, leaves us with limited natural options for repair. Moreover, our airways are closely connected to our digestive tract. This means that the only thing preventing food, water, or any solid from entering our lungs is a small piece of cartilage, whose automatic function isn't entirely foolproof. In contrast, marine animals like dolphins and whales have separate openings for breathing and eating.
Yeah.
In a way, the human body is so delicately structured that any obstacle in the physical world can easily lead to our demise. On the other hand, mankind has created politics as a substitute for religion. In a way, the human species remains ignorant when it comes to power. Opinions tend to provoke stronger reactions than facts. People easily reach a point where they believe they're right, but admitting they're wrong is an impossible task. From this stems the notion that humanity actually lives in a perpetual state of madness. There is no greater threat to humanity than itself. No natural disaster or external invasion could cause as much harm. It's highly likely that the most intelligent and successful species in the universe, from our perspective, eventually brought about their own downfall. In this madness, there's no need to even consider mental illness. Even those who seem perfectly sane might be deeply unhinged in the recesses of their minds.
Oh boy.
This leads one to question whether we're truly a rational species at all. If you look around, you'll always notice a friend, acquaintance, or family member who battles some form of addiction, extreme anxiety, behaves like a fanatic, or simply can't get out of bed. On a global scale, when has humanity ever truly experienced genuine peace, rather than just a lull before the storm? Within each mind, there lurks a strange, dark desire, hiding to suppress the truth of human nature. If we lose the control society imposes
it's that one
on
guy
us,
from the meme face.
or simply forget it in pursuit of a supposedly greater goal, we're capable of killing anyone in our way, even those we consider countrymen, companions, or friends. We've reached the point where we actually possess the power to destroy the entire planet if someone wished it. In this sense, the force shaping the modern world, politics, provides the ideological answer that hammers at our conscience and drives our actions. This leads us to consider the possibility that humans as a species might have undergone parallel evolution in a more favorable environment. We know that octopuses have an enviable ability to solve problems in physical puzzles, as well as impressive efficiency when hunting and surviving, although their limited lifespan may have prevented them from fully capitalizing on these advantages. Given that the ocean has remained largely unexplored for millennia, the extreme difficulty of reaching certain depths has presented almost insurmountable physical and technical challenges. This makes it an ideal habitat, well protected from external threats. It's known that humans have a natural mechanism that allows them to recognize human-like imitations, such as hyper-realistic wax figures, and still sense that something isn't quite right. Something falls outside of what's normal and expected. The uncanny valley theory has been proposed in its various forms as an explanation for a natural predator that could imitate humans or resemble them so closely that it became essential to distinguish the two. While the official version of the theory suggests that the uncanny valley stems from a natural fear of corpses, diseased bodies, or certain mammals, a 1971 study conducted off the coast of California in the Pacific Ocean revealed some evidence suggesting that the deepest parts of the Earth, including those between tectonic plates, might be densely populated by creatures never before recorded in animal taxonomy.
Oh, really?
This study, funded by the Department of Earth Science and the Marine Science Institute at the University of California, started as a relatively minor investigation into the San Andreas Fault and its connection to the Pacific Plate within the context of potential upcoming earthquakes in the famous Cascadia region. Initially, The results were quite disappointing as the computational graphs generated indicated a severe error in the seabed sampling. The error was so significant that the procedures had to be repeated 3 more times before concluding that it was not a mistake. The machinery and geophysical analyses revealed certain anomalies on the seabed due to the presence of unknown formations. In that context, one of the team members, Timothy Charles, proposed a hypothesis that stirred considerable controversy within the scientific community at the University of California. Dr. Charles presented, during a faculty committee meeting in 1972, photographs he and his father had taken during a marine biology expedition 4 years earlier.
Can't just come in here
These
and
photographs depicted creatures of various sizes, some no larger than dolphins, while others vastly exceeded the size of whales.
Stop. You're gonna knock that shit over.
The latter surpassed anything one would expect from any living creature in any part of the ocean.
Okay. Fish people. I'll be back. Let me be right back with you.
Timothy Charles, seizing this unique opportunity to address topics he always felt were crucial for scientific inquiry, presented a photograph taken in 1938 by 2 Soviet mariners. This photograph originated from a marine mapping mission commissioned by the Ministry of the Maritime Fleet. The encounter, recorded 300 miles west of Tillamook Bay in Oregon, resulted in a study commissioned by high-ranking Soviet officials. However, due to the wartime turmoil that soon engulfed the world, this research could not be recovered. The only known record of it is found on the online platform of Moscow State University. The summary and sole piece of evidence revealed that Soviet agents interacted with this enormous figure and collected samples for laboratory analysis. At that time, there was suspicion of arms development by the Third Reich in close cooperation with the American government. Although political issues may have diverted attention from the true significance of the discovery, Dr. Timothy Charles presented his findings from the Marine Science Institute, suggesting that massive forms of life might still be evolving in the depths off the North American coast. The scientific community at the time was deeply divided. One faction at the University of California supported Dr. Charles' suggestion and launched a self-funded study to clarify the initial results. Conversely, those opposed to his theory argued for a purely geophysical explanation for the anomalies observed in marine activity. In 1974, Professor Timothy Charles' team embarked on a voyage 345 miles west of San Francisco. Equipped with a remotely controlled capsule and infrared mapping sensors, they spent nearly a week on a fishing vessel. They once again recorded data indicating the presence of an incomprehensibly colossal mass just beneath their location. Initially, the photographs revealed nothing
does seem to have
but barren
moved to
space in the ocean's depths, nothing out of the ordinary for the time. However, at a certain depth, they began receiving data on figures of diverse and irregular shapes. Their movements initially appeared erratic until a more detailed analysis of the sonar data detected a pattern that had initially been attributed to geological
Not fish
activity.
people, they're like limbs and made of algae and stuff.
It turned out that these movements corresponded to a mass of entities no larger than 1.5 meters, exhibiting intelligent patterns both collectively and individually. Their physical characteristics were initially as striking as they were difficult to understand.
Oh boy.
Their bodies were covered with tubular formations surrounding a head, torso, and limbs remarkably similar to those of a human.
That's fucking terrifying.
Even facial features were identified that bore an uncanny resemblance, not even found in monkeys.
So we evolved to face these things, huh?
Given the impact of such a discovery, Dr. Timothy Charles and his team sought to determine any logical pattern in the behavior of these creatures, which strangely allowed themselves to be photographed and interacted peacefully with the underwater probe.
Wow, that's
Based on the data and analyses they conducted, they identified the following. The humanoid figures appeared to share a common language, as their movements seemed to be coordinated by extremely detailed commands.
Oh boy.
The tubular structures surrounding them allowed for much greater agility than any other species in the ocean. Their behavior became increasingly collective as they descended, with individuals protecting each other from both temperature and pressure.
Oh boy.
After the 2 weeks of study, the team noticed that in the last few days, the creatures had examined the underwater capsule in detail. When they reviewed the capsule, they found that some external components had been removed with great care.
Oh, had they
Despite
now?
this, the absence of these parts allowed the machine to continue functioning. This encounter, of which very little information is
terrifying.
available online, brings the hypothesis of a parallel species to humans back into the spotlight. One that, possibly for survival reasons, adapted its physical traits to the marine environment. It
Okay.
wouldn't be surprising if those tubular structures protecting their bodies are key to the immense resilience they must possess to survive in such extreme conditions.
Well, yeah.
Additionally, this case echoes the more famous sightings of the cryptid known as the Ningen. Sightings of this creature
it's
in the
tied into a real cryptid
1990s
now.
and 2000s, primarily in Japan, shook the scientific community of the time. If you'd like early access to my YouTube
Alright, good
videos,
shit.
you can support me with just $5 on
Move
Patreon.
on to our next
There,
thing here.
Square tool
Afton.
only. Make a small rectangle. Overlap a square. This is the head. Next, the body. Arm number 1. Extend it way past the head. Arm number 2. This one is short. You can just line this one up with the head. Time for a leg. And a foot. This leg not as long. Foot mode on.
There you go.
Oh, it's a mouth. Open wider. The first eye.
First
it sticks
eyeball.
out a bit. Calmly add another. And of course, the 2 white pupils.
There you go, it's
Oh,
happening.
we're basically done. Oh, we gotta add the 10 years of lore. Let's make a 2-frame animation. We'll split our drawing into 2 frames. For frame 2, we'll horizontally flip the legs. We'll vertically flip the arms, slide the head back a bit, and move the whole body up. Combine. Ta-da!
Yep,
A
there's
2-frame
two-frame
walk cycle.
animation.
And we're done. Did
There
you
you go.
like this tutorial? Then hit subscribe.
Ah.
Captain Tardigrade, defender of the multiverse. Episode 236, Escape from the Nematodes.
Not the nematodes.
Do you think we
Tard
escaped
Cruiser.
the evil nematodes, Captain Tardigrade?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Now,
probably.
as I was saying, my epic origins have altered me into a half-man, half-tardigrade, pledged to defend the multiverse against the nematodes, and...
What's a tardigrade?
What? Haven't you been listening? A tardigrade is a microscopic extremophile. An extremophile can endure and survive extreme conditions,
Yep, like the
which
Viking
makes them
space.
virtually indestructible. That means I'm virtually indestructible. Get it now?
Virtually
Please don't hurt me.
Want to know what a tardigrade looks like?
No.
A tardigrade looks like my face. See my fucking face? That's what a tardigrade looks
Wow.
like.
What was that?
The Tard Cruiser has been hit.
The Tard
Master
Cruiser.
Toad!
Yes. We've been tracking your Tard Cruiser for quite some time, Captain Tardigrade.
The
Did you
nematodes.
really think you could escape the cunning of the nematodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, prepare for your doom, Captain Tardigrade.
You can't destroy me. I'm indestructible.
Well, I'm gonna try anyway.
Captain Tardigrade, what do we
Captain Waterbear,
do?
that's right.
We'll have to crash land on that planet.
Crash land? Will we be okay?
I will.
I
I'm
will.
virtually indestructible. You'll probably die, though.
You'll probably
Captain
die.
Tardigrade!
Did she die? Oh, not dead.
Captain Tardigrade, are you alright?
He's
Yep.
fine.
I put out a distress signal. We should be rescued between 2 and 5 years.
That long?
Yeah, it's space. Haven't you ever heard of light years?
Are we gonna be okay here?
My world inhabitable detection system reads that there is 0 water and 0 oxygen on this planet.
Do we have enough food and air to last us?
Well, since I'm a tardigrade, I'm going into a cryptobiotic state, so I won't need that stuff. You probably got a few hours left. Goodbye.
Bye.
Damn you to hell, Captain Tardigrade!
Oh. Yeah.
Next time on Captain Tardigrade.
Captain Tardigrade, the nematodes are going to blow up our planet.
Perfect. The explosion should propel me back to my home planet.
But what about our planet?
You guys aren't extremophiles, are you?
Nope.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Kind of a really bad hero. Thank you for that, True Master Bob. Alright, let's have some classic cartoon intros again from Turok.
It is a time when magic is more powerful than science, and only those who control the magic control destiny.
You control
they
science.
are the visionaries.
Hey, toys. Hey, do you like holographic toys? Well, we got just the things for you kids. Get your holographic toys, the Visionaries, soon in an Ames near you, or a Kmart near you.
We used to be 4 ordinary
or a Toys R Us near you.
Until one day, we met some new friends.
Damn you aliens!
Out of town. They were called Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? Oh my god.
My friends and I became the secret scouts.
For the
Allies
Dinosaurs?
to these dinosaurs from outer space. And joined in their battles against Genghis Rex and the evil
Genghis
Tyrannos.
Rex.
The dinosaurs are leaving, Bossasaur.
Bossasaur.
Follow them!
Wow. Look at all these toys that probably only last for like a year. Ah, red versus blue, I see. The trailer's old this time. It's the most powerful soldiers. I'm ready.
Surrender or pay the consequences.
Not G.I. Joe's, we promise. Spiral Zone. Oh yeah, I agree. What, of the zone? Wait, what? Made of stone. What are you whining about? You're literally just sitting here. What are you whining about? Yes. Hello. Oh no. What? Mighty Warbots? This is an anime. A monkey! Orbot? Oh my god. It looked like a train. Mighty Orbots. No guts, no glory.
In 2086, 2 peaceful aliens
journeyed to
Earth, seeking our help.
I'm just gonna say, no, this ain't happening.
They gave us the plans for our first
I know we're not
hyperdrive,
anywhere close to
allowing
2086, but
mankind
just
to
saying,
open
this
the
ain't happening.
doors to the stars. We have assembled a team of unique individuals to protect Earth and our allies. Courageous pioneers committed to the highest ideals of justice.
Man, they don't even have
dedicated to
fucking
preserving
helmets.
law and order across the new frontier. These are the adventures of the Galaxy Rangers.
Texas in space. A woman. A black man. Johnny Storm. guns. Fight crime, fighting crime. Sorry, fighting crime, fighting crime. I think we saw this intro in something else too. Yeah, we've seen this intro before. Stupid robot. Massive. You never saw this, but you had the toys. That's funny. I think I've seen that robot toy before. Like the fucking scooter. That's an egg. I swear I've seen that before. Lothar?
Defenders of the earth. Defenders. Out of the sky, his rockets ignite. Jets into battle, flying faster than light.
Flash Gordon. Oh, it's Flash Gordon. Oh, Phantom. Okay, here we go. That's who we're getting. We're getting the 17th squad. Sorry, I mean the 17th squad. I was trying to like think of a number that's like so down there. Here, the 99th squad. There you go. Defenders of the Earth. Get these Z-list heroes for the team. Lothar. Nice Lothar. Who are these guys? They have no IP. And we got Flash Gordon. With the Phantom. We have was that fucking supposed to be like Lupin, or was that supposed to be like the thief Lupin? I mean, like not the third, the actual like full Lupin.
Now on,
you know,
like your parents were, you
the book
are
character.
The secret force of pole position.
Pole position.
They're moving real fast, they're the only ones who can get there on time.
Okay, sis.
And they're the too far behind, they're always fighting crime.
Stop time, Dad. Ready when you are, Rhodey.
Rhodey, talk to your fucking car.
Pretty soon they'll be off on a mission.
Hydrofoil mode, Rhodey. Hydrofoil engaged, Dan.
Yeah, Dan, it's engaged. We're totally not gonna die when we hit the water. Shut up, robot.
What's behind this show? Only there are clothes.
Yeah.
Sit back and watch the
Kitty. Truly outrageous. Truly. Oh no. Something tells me I know this one. Yep, it's Gem. Gem. Truly outrageous, yeah. Hey, the 80s called. It's the 80s. Her baddies are called the Misfits. Jesus. Anyway. And the #1 cartoon intro of the 80s is...
Thundering across the stars
Thundercats.
to save the universe from the monster mines. Jay searches for his father to unite the magic root and lead his Lightning League to victory over the changing form of Sawboss.
Sawboss?
Wheeled warriors explode
Wheel
into
warriors.
battle. Lightning strikes.
This is the #1 cartoon of the 80s intro. Sawboss. Is this supposed to be about to save the environment? Looks like it to me. Jason the Wheel Warrior. Don't mind that, we just have a fucking... Come little homing missiles, but... Plants have the bad guys in this cartoon? Wow, so this is for Big Lumber. That's how that cartoon was made. Anyway, moving on. Robinson, listen. There we go. Give the Emperor. By the Emperor. Oh, an angel. Limbo. That's death. Or maybe it's Pandemonium. Oh, there's a fly. Jumps the fight. I'm sure nothing bad will happen like last time. Ketchup, mustard. There's literally ingredients. Not even human. Wow. Oh boy, they're all sent out. Death ain't having it. She loves me. And there you go. Nice. Thank you, Ramen. Strong sent this in.
SCP personnel found A6 began acting increasingly unsettled, rapid and shallow breathing, aversion to light, and increased in body temperature. It began violently tearing at its skin. It displayed a considerable amount of distress upon realizing its skin was sloughing off, but appeared unable to stop until its head were detached from its body.
Ugh.
Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today, we bring you a SCP Foundation Keter-class object, SCP-939. SCP-939, also known as With Many Voices, are endothermic pack-based predators.
Okay.
The skins of 939 are highly permeable to moisture and translucent red. 939 averagely are 2.2 meters tall when standing upright and weigh an average of 250 kilograms, though weight is highly variable. Each of their 4 limbs end in 3-fingered claws, with a 4th opposable digit, and are covered in seta, which considerably augment climbing ability. Their heads are elongated, devoid of even vestigial eyes or eye sockets, and contain no skull. The jaws of 939 are lined with red, faintly luminescent fang-like teeth. Their teeth can grow up to 6 centimeters. Eye spots sensitive to light and dark run the length of their spine dorsal ridges. These spines may be up to 16 centimeters long and are believed to be sensitive to changes in air pressure and flow. 939's respiratory system is atrophied, but they can exhale minute traces of an aerosolized Class C amnestic, which designated as AMN C227. AMN C227 causes temporary anterograde amnesia, inhibiting memory formation for the duration of exposure, plus an average of 30 minutes. It is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. It has been reported that after being separated from the environment full of AMN C227, subject will have sensations of disorientation and mild hallucination.
You know, as you do.
Subject is usually killed with a single bite to the cranium or neck. Bite forces have been measured in excess of 35 MPa. 939's primary method of luring prey is the imitation of human speech in the voices of prior victims, though imitation of other species in active nocturnal hunts have been documented. They have been documented imitating victims' voice despite never hearing the victim speak. SCP-939 vocalizations often imply significant distress. Whether 939 understand their vocalizations or are repeating previously heard phrases is the subject of ongoing study. Analysis of 939 vocalizations cannot distinguish between 939 and samples of known victims' voices.
Okay, then.
The use of biometric voice recognition security
that's
or
not gonna help you,
identification systems at any
Come on.
installation housing 939 is strongly discouraged for this reason. A log of radio traffic between capture teams during their initial contact with 939 was transcribed and documented. In the initial contact between the capture team and 939, 3 subordinate fire teams, Trapper 1, 2, and 3, were sent out to the outskirts for an inspection following the disappearance of a Foundation field agent. After moments of inspecting the area, Trapper 1 reported to on-scene commander that they smelled something rotten, and they also found some shredded clothing. While Trapper 1 was about to head back up, they heard someone calling for help. According to the transcript of radio traffic, it seems that 939 imitated the human voice and successfully lured Trapper 1. Unfortunately, Trapper 1 was annihilated. And finally, Trapper 2 and 3 had to use large VX gas bombs to control 939. SCP-939 have no apparent physiological need to feed, nor any way to digest consumed tissue. Ingested material typically accumulates in the respiratory system of SCP-939 and is regurgitated once the amount is sufficient to markedly inhibit its function.
Wow.
Despite the absence of many vital organ systems, SCP-939 are capable of bearing live young.
What the fuck?
According to the documents, one of the 939, named SCP-9391, gave birth to 6 specimens following a gestation period of roughly 12 months,
Weird.
numbered SCP-939-A1 to SCP-939-A6. 939-A1, A4, and A5 were male, while A3 and A6 were female. SCP-939-A2 was stillborn and immediately cannibalized by SCP-9391.
Damn.
When the Foundation personnel took its offspring away from it, it did not show any resistance. 4 of the newborns were dissected by the Foundation personnel and found no difference between these newborns and human infants.
Wow.
Only 939-A6 was kept for observation as it matures. On September 1st, 2001, personnel found A6 began acting increasingly unsettled, rapid and shallow breathing, aversion to light, and increased in body temperature. A6 was then transferred into a reinforced concrete containment cell.
Creepy.
939-A6 immersed itself in the provided water basin. Minutes later, it was transferred and remained motionless for about 41 hours, at which point it began violently tearing at its skin.
Terrifying.
It displayed a considerable amount of distress upon realizing its skin was sloughing off, but appeared unable to stop until its head were detached from its body. It appeared morphologically identical to, albeit much smaller than, SCP-9391. After the incident, SCP-939-A6 was renumbered as SCP-939-101 and then transferred to Bioresearch Area 12 for further study. SCP-939-101 is now dismembered, and it's stored in cryogenic preservation tanks. But these tissue fragments are still not dead, and sometimes they will ramble and plea for release. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Which SCP do you want to see in the next video, and why it is interesting? Let us know in the comment below.
Right.
We will draw.
Thanks, Drog. Moving on. Roman, you sent this in. You know what it is. Beneath the trees where nobody sees. Dub number 4. I'll keep an eye on the thing you said that was possibly copyrighted music, so.
Both Market and Main Street have timed traffic lights. Catch a green light and you can make it all the way through to the end if you keep moving at around 23 miles per hour. It doesn't matter as much when there's no traffic. Bijou Theater has been entertaining Woodbrook for over 6 decades. Seat 6 in row L is my favorite. It has the perfect view even on a packed night, which has not been the case in a while. Bacon and eggs at Betsy's has been the start of a day in Woodbrook for thousands of us. It's been like that for as long as I can remember. But it feels like everything is out of step these days. Like everything has changed.
Because it has.
I don't do well with change. Sam! These cakes are exquisite. You really didn't have to. It's my pleasure. I didn't think I'd have the time to pick them up, but there wasn't a line at all for the bakery. Oh, I know. It's like a ghost town out there. It's a shame. Seems like a lot of folks are too scared to leave home.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, bad stuff happens all over the world. Seems naive to think it wouldn't happen.
She's not having it with her friend here.
It's so rare here. Maybe they don't know what to do.
Doesn't seem so rare these days.
Oh, Nigel.
Mom?
Oh.
I'm sorry. This is terribly rude of me. I just need to lay down for a bit.
I'll be right back.
Thank you so much for taking good care of me. But I still think you should be out there, living your own life. Or bringing joy to someone else's life. Not holed up here with me.
Sam, are you still here?
Nigel, we need to talk. This is getting way out of hand.
Oh, you startled me. I love that feeling.
Oh boy.
Listen, kid, you have to stop stirring up this town.
Okay, I know it's a little over the top, but I needed to get your attention.
Oh, he knew.
A little over a year ago, when I came back home to take care of my mom, I really didn't know what I was going to do. School was fine, but the people there, everyone was so fake. I've always liked you, Sam. You were different from everyone else in Woodbrook. After a month of being back with Mom, I started following you, just around town and stuff. It was innocent, I swear. Then I followed you to the city.
Oh shit.
And
I found out.
I couldn't believe it. I had found someone who's just like me. I just needed to prove myself.
Nigel.
So I took my first serious step. I wanted to show you what I could do.
Oh shit, he's a sociopath.
Could do together.
Nigel, stop! Shut up!
Huh?
We will never be partners. We're not friends. We're nothing. I do what I like on my own. And you could do whatever you need to, but not here, not in Woodbrook. This is a delicate town, and you're fucking it up.
Uh-oh.
And stop following me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand. You're a fucking phony. Like all the rest.
Nigel? Sam? Everything okay down there?
He's insane.
He's been watching me, collecting my moments with his greedy little hands. And now he's taking up space in my brain. Worming himself in there. Multiplying.
Exactly, Ramen, exactly.
Damn it.
Okay, you're all set. Thanks, Bob.
No problem. Hi there, Sam.
Hi. Say, Bob. Mind if I have a look at that paint can before you leave? Yeah, you know what? This is actually a mixed can. You can see the smudge of red here.
Oh shit, he was digging up her
Let's
bodies.
get you a fresh one.
Aw, jeez. Sorry about that, Bob.
I must have mixed up the cans when I grabbed them.
No problem at all. Glad you noticed before I got home.
So am I.
Sorry, I blew it. I just didn't notice.
Ah, Charlie, don't be so hard on yourself. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I guess I really do need a new pair of glasses.
We'll see you tomorrow, Charlie.
Have a good evening, Sam.
Is he gonna kill him?
That sick feeling in your gut. When you're hoping against hope. When you need something not to be true. But it is, anyway. And you can't feel your feet on the ground anymore.
Oh God. Oh, she's having flashbacks to killing that guy, yeah. Jeez. An actual bear. Your dream.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Stop hiding and come and get me, you chicken shit coward.
Evening, Sam.
Good evening, Chip. I thought maybe someone was hiding in the tree spying on me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sam. We're all a little jumpy these days.
Oh boy. The dead body.
Jeez. Wanted a couple more pictures of you before you leave. It's really too bad. Late last night, poor Charlie got a call from someone who sounded a lot like you, saying you needed him down at the store right away. And he never made it home.
Wow, he did that.
Please, just tell me if he's hurt. Oh God, please.
I made a hell of a mess in there. It's not looking too good for you, though, Sam. We'll probably have a couple questions for ya. How could you do that to poor Charlie? I know you found the paint can I dug up, but they found a whole bunch more in the store.
Wow.
You should have been nice to me, Sam.
Sheriff, we found something.
Dispatch,
Go ahead.
issue a bolo for Samantha Strong. She just topped the list as our prime suspect for the death of Charlie here. And most likely, every other goddamn murder in this town.
Damn, she got
Push that out to all counties. And consider her armed and extremely dangerous.
Wow. Alrighty then, it gets intense. Thank you for that, Ramen. Moving on. This video I put in, it's about Uncle Al. He had this recently.
Hey! Ahoy! It's been a little while, like
over a year since I've posted anything here, and I get questions all the time asking, "Where's SpongeBob?
Where's Krusty
Will there
Cooch?
ever be another DK
What happened
abridged?
to you, Uncle
Can I have
Al?
your social security?" I guess I never
Social
did
security.
address these things on the main stage outside of like a few community posts, which not everybody sees. So I'd like to go ahead and rip that band-aid off and address the burning questions and concerns that many of you have and share what's in store for this channel moving forward. For the sake of transparency, I wasn't having fun with this channel for a while leading up to my hiatus. I think that's the single biggest point of contention I found myself with. I was burnt out and I wasn't enjoying my work. And you know, when you're a content creator who relies on consistent uploads to make a living, not being able to push yourself to make content for months on end because you don't enjoy the work anymore is kind of counterintuitive to the whole making a living thing. It also didn't help my case that I was constantly trying to one-up myself. I was trying to push for bigger and more creative productions. I learned to animate and use all sorts of weird effects. But I think I was sacrificing the simplicity of what made my videos appealing to a lot of people in the first place, and also a decent chunk of my own sanity. It's tough to go bigger and pursue these ambitions when that's also at odds with what your audience is looking for.
True.
And then there's the big fat stupid YouTube elephant in the room. This entire channel has been demonetized a few times now.
Of course
Each
it has
time it gets
YouTube.
demonetized, I'm required to wait several months before I can reapply, and each time I do, YouTube gives me the monetization back almost right away, so
what
I
the fuck?
can't wrap my mind around why they continue to play these games with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's never abundantly clear why they do this, but that
Sounds
brings
like-
me back
sounds
to
on par for
consistency.
YouTube.
This channel was not a reliable and consistent source of income for me anymore, and this, paired with the fact that I wasn't even enjoying the work anymore, it made me believe it was time to throw in the towel. Don't make a career out of memes. You will regret it.
You can't expect to live off the rest of your days from a single meme, Squid.
That was me. That was about me. So
That was
does
about
this
me.
mean that I'm done making parody videos for good? Well, no. Although at one point in time, I really did think I was done with them for good. 2023 was a real downer of a year for me. There is a chance I will come back to parodies at some point, but not without having something else going on
Well,
for
yeah, that
me.
makes
There
sense.
is a part of me that does miss doing the parody stuff for fun, but I
They're
don't
really
believe
funny.
I'll ever go back to focusing on it full time.
No.
I have a little collection of parody ideas I'd like to bring to life eventually, but I gotta focus on building myself up somewhere else first. I've had to do a bit of soul searching this year to find the content that works for me.
That's
and
true.
I always end up back at gaming. When I began this channel, I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. That was always my mission, and it never really panned out that way, and for good reason. My old content was pretty shit. So I've been working on my gaming channel, Uncle Al Plus, this year, and I've been having a blast getting to work on gaming-related stuff, even if a lot of it doesn't perform as well as my meme content used to. And that, for me, is my focus and my goal right now. To continue to experiment and make fun content about games I enjoy, so that way I can enjoy the process of content
Pizza Tower.
creation again in a way that feels manageable and more
Dang.
true to myself. I think I'm still finding a groove, but I'm getting a lot closer now to where I'd like to be. I highly recommend watching my video on Mario Kart Double Dash. Honestly, I think that's the most fun I've had working on a video so far this year, and well, the algorithm really didn't do this one justice, unfortunately.
Wow.
I'm also gonna start streaming a lot more often over there.
Good.
Recently, I did a 100% run of Battle for Bikini Bottom live, and it was a ton of fun. I would love to try out some challenge runs of other games and attempt some other unique spins on games. So if you want to come hang out with me in the chat, we had a great time. Probably gonna shoot for weekly streams, hopefully. If or when I'm able to build up Uncle Al Plus to a more sustainable place so that I can hire editors to help me keep up a consistent pace, I would like to use some of that free time that I would gain back to make some new parody videos for this channel for fun. So yes, that does mean new SpongeBob. I would like to eventually cap off season 3 of my silly little series, perhaps make some new new Tales from the Bottom while I'm at it. I've also got a number of other ideas in mind for Shrek parody, Fairly Odd Parents, Smiling Friends, and a good handful of others. However, I don't want to make any promises as to when these can happen. Again, I'd like to build up my game channel a bit more first. However, I am willing to cut you guys a deal. If you guys can get my gaming channel to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, I will immediately begin working on a new Donkey Kong Country Abridged. That is my Uncle Al guarantee. But it has to be before the end of this year. There's still a bit of distance left before we get there, but I think we can do it. So get on over there and subscribe. If we don't hit the goal, then, well, DK Abridged will just happen when it happens. The reason DK Abridged took a backseat in the first place is because of the extensive amount of work and planning that was required. I basically would have to spend up to 2 months focusing on nothing but DK Abridged, leaving huge gaps in my content and thus my views. But if my gaming channel gets moving and grooving, it would make working on DK Abridged a much easier pill to swallow. So yeah. Subscribe to Uncle Al Plus. I've also got a Patreon, and if I'm ever able to get back around to parody stuff, I'll gladly include it in the Patreon at no extra cost. That's 2 channels for the price of 1. Wow. I hope you'll consider supporting. To summarize, I'd like to do some parodies again. I just can't focus on it full time like I used to. So if and when I'm able to get back around to it, they probably won't be super consistent. I hope you guys understand. I really do want to thank everybody for your years of support. I really wouldn't still be here, still trying to make this YouTube thing work, if you guys weren't here to show your support in the first place. It really does put a smile on my face to know that so many of you have found laughter and joy in my goofiness over the years. Hope to provide lots more goofiness for years to come in everything I do. With all that said, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Subscribe to Uncle Al Plus. Let's get that 100K, and I'll put the D in DK. Ooh, yeah. Never mind. I don't like how I phrased that. DK Abridged will return.
All right. There you go, chat. Just in case you wanted to know. Ramen, you sent this in. Animation. That's terrifying. Puppet show. Everyone needs a friend. Will you be mine? Run. No, don't. Run. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Terrifying. I thought that was like a person like face upside down. It's not. Run. Run. Oh nope. Kidnapped. Look at the monstrosity. You need a new one.
If your tape is not playing, you need a new one. Hey, if your
Claymation.
is broken,
And rotoscoping.
you need a new one. Hey, if your face
That's
is
creepy.
not staying, you need a
New face. Oh god. Oh my lord. New face. Oh no. Don't do drugs.
generation is a bunch of disassociated stupid fucks. And you can't see any of them. They only exist in your head from now on.
From now on.
From now on, trust me.
Like dogs.
You're not missing anything. All you need, yeah, all you need are drugs.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Put on some pants. You didn't know. You didn't notice anything.
You came into my place last night at right around 9:15. I'm kinda late, but I'm glad, cause you gave me time to dye my hair all blue. I really thought I was looking so cute. But when you came in, you didn't notice it. Didn't notice anything. You didn't notice I tried to hide my shame and pass the time, but you could tell that something wasn't right. I asked you if I looked different. You shrugged and said I looked just fine, as sweet as a piece of pumpkin pie. My rage was building, my disappointment shine. You didn't notice anything. You didn't
He's in the void.
notice anything.
Yeah. The only things noticeable is the man face and hunchback lady, yeah. It's like they have the same mold face or something. They wouldn't do that to cause some budget. Track 5, give me back my face. Oh, guys.
Hey, you, yeah, you, who hates my face, give it back,
Oh, that's not your face.
give it back,
Wait, what? Oh,
give
what
it
the
back
hell?
to me, give it to me, or I'll hunt your dreams.
Well, you already hunt mine.
I'll be angry with you, if you don't give it back real soon. Okay,
You did already.
bye.
Here, okay, bye. Meet the meat man. Let's not. Esau? Looked like a vintage truck.
Look at you, and then look at me. If I were you, I'd make my heart stop beating.
Wow.
Things never change.
Trying.
Oh, some things
Giving up.
stay the same. You hate yourself, so do I. You're not alone, you're not special. The world is full of people like you. Nothing to do, eating food, producing carbon copies, individual cookie cutter slices of life now that changes meat. The meat man, he's perfection. Give him everything. If that's true, then how do I keep moving? I'll tell you, I make my heart keep beating. Some things never change. Some things stay the same. Oh,
longest song so far. Holy shit. Oh God. I looked away for a little second like I was looking at something else. What the fuck? It's too late. Well, it's too late after that, yeah.
I hope you will see the way, see the way. I hope that it's not too late, not too late. I feel that it's too late.
Because it is. It's too late. Stop now while you can. Track 8. What's track 8? Send this to your enemy. Oh boy.
I don't like your face, don't like your face. You are so dislikeable. Don't complain, you are so entitled. Don't complain,
Jenny versus Porky and then nutshell this. Yes. Oh, that was it. That's right, it's A Animations. Thank you. Thank you for that, Robin. Moving on, Strug sent this in. Here we go. What is it? It's 12 minutes?
Introducing the Magnavox Movie Maker.
Wow! Now I can make movies!
Just insert a tape, turn it on, hit press
Oh,
record.
no, I'm just surprised it's like 12 minutes. Like 12 minutes. Oh. Yes.
I got the shot!
Experience your movies as a treasured memory that exists.
The Present, short film by Skycorp. Now I can make movies.
Magnavox. Smart choice. Very
Average day in the life of Neo Jesus. Ah! Aren't we get it? You're thirsty, God. Skycorp.
I feel lost. I look in the mirror and I see a stranger.
Darkness.
Me too, dog.
Everywhere
Me too.
I go. I'm thinking 1,000 gigawatts, 9,000 hyperspeed per second.
Gigawatts. I don't think you can say that out loud like that.
Nowhere to go. And with total fraud.
I feel like I've got two demons wrestling inside the box.
Why do you have two? Just get one. Focus. Oh my God. Holy shit. Man, thank God there's no wide awake nightmares going on right now. Fuck. I just scream that.
Frustrated, stressed, struggling to find
inner peace.
No. The way. Do you know the way, my brother?
Can show you the way. Imagine that this present here represents the present moment. These balloons are your thoughts. To be
A normal thing to watch on television these days.
Far, far away into an atmosphere of deep, dark doubt and depression, instead of keeping you grounded in the present. It's time to let these balloons go. Now we are ready to begin. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes.
Don't do it.
Inhale deeply. Hold. Release. Relax.
Fucking relax.
Calm yourself. Where's the fucking calm thoughts?
Oh my god. Inhale.
You're drifting away.
Drifting away. Oh.
Can't find the remote.
Can't find the remote.
Can't do anything right.
Wow.
You're never gonna get anywhere. You're such a loser. Fucking suck. You're losing you.
Balloons.
All these thoughts in my head. I could control these thoughts. Then I could just turn it all off.
Relax, dog.
No control.
Oh my god. That's my remote.
Son of a bitch. Damn. Relax, my guy, it's a remote. Also, why do you have an old-style TV with a remote like that? What's going on? Are you that poor? Well, Strong, I'm sorry, but something in SkyCorp here is getting us the heads up we detected copyrighted notice, so we're gonna have to move on. Alright? I'm sorry. I wanted to watch all that, but it didn't want to do that for us. So Ramen had this instead. Don't even.
You're fucking with me. You're pushing me. Knock it the fuck off.
You're pushing me.
Hey, Tom. How dare you fucking push me? Really, Tom? Come here and start shit like this? I'm trying to break it up. You don't fucking push me.
You don't fucking push me.
Don't push me. Dude, don't ever, Tom. Take
Don't ever push me.
box. You just got. Fucking asshole, man.
An asshole.
Sorry. The fuck, Tom? I mean, you ain't heard this. He's been telling me for fucking months now. When you gonna pay? Duty ordered them fucking rooms, not me. I paid for it. End it. Hey, it's all done now, Tom. Duty ordered them rooms. And this, I gave you the money. All right, fine. You gave me the money, fine. No, you don't remember.
You don't remember.
Motherfucker.
Oh, wow. Oh. I'm not banned. Alright. I mean, no, this is really... You won't see this if you watch this back in a playback, but right now in the live stream it says, stream currently available. Your stream has been temporarily blocked if we defend the video belonging to someone else. If you plan to continue, please ensure that... Yes, I know. Thanks, YouTube. It's not on screen anymore, YouTube. This is something else that's from years ago. It's not anymore SkyCorp. Can't wait for you to unfuck yourself there. Yeah, we can't watch videos from SkyCorp for whatever reason. They have some kind of thing that is I don't know if it's a detection bot. I don't know if it's like just copyright material that's in there from music, but they don't like it played. Or some kind of bot thing is doing that. I am not. Yeah. Just have to wait. It's not a ban, it's just temporarily unavailable. So we'll wait. We will wait. There we go. Your stream is no longer being blocked due to copyright issue. Yeah, hey, welcome back, everybody.
Fucking with you, Tom. You're the one shoving and yelling in my face.
Sit back, sit back. I don't know. There we go. Like that, you won't see that in the playback if you're watching this in the playback. I know a few people do, but I am back now. Just in case you didn't know.
What a fucking dick.
But yeah, SkyCorp has an issue. It's something with what they show. If it's not a short clip, they have like some kind of bot on it or something. I guess. I don't know why it does that. Or if it's some other third-party holder. Who knows? I'm not sure. But we're back. Don't get me wrong, I was enjoying that video, but when I saw the copyright thing pop up, I instantly stopped it. But that wasn't quick enough. Yep, you can see it now. I'm gonna have to actually go back in and edit after the stream's done too. Sometimes, I probably wait for it to process, so we'll do that too. So we'll see. It don't really matter. It's gonna be alright. But if you were watching this and you're like, oh, why did Gene's stream get, like, got like that? Or you're not even watching, like, if you're watching this in the VOD thing, you wouldn't even see that break. Because it only happens on live. So if you're watching this after that, well, yeah. I don't know. There are some people that do. There are some people that watch me later, or catch back up with the stream. Like, what happened, Gene? That's what happened. YouTube decided to be a cunt. I mean, no shock surprise there. Also, the darkness grows. Okay, there we go. Let's get a little bit more here. You could hear the talking, but it was very muffled. Now we're outside. I drove off. Gotcha. Oh, excuse me.
Kathy's not here?
What?
Kathy's not here?
Yeah, she's here.
Alright.
Yeah, she's here.
Fucking asshole.
What the fuck did he push me for?
He pushed you too?
What an asshole.
Gave me a good reason. Never let him the fuck in here again.
Yeah.
I don't know why you let him in anyway.
He was real close to me knocking his teeth out his throat with a shovel.
lights down here. And he took the stereo I bought. He's down here looking down, you know, like, are you moving TJ's bike? I said, what are you doing, Tom? That's what he meant. Just get out of here, out of here. He's talking about that. And I hope he didn't take my son's, because I don't see that one down here, the boombox.
Where's the boombox, damn it?
Fucking shove me. Drunken fucking idiot. What the fuck is wrong with him? I gave you that money back for that bullshit. He's pissed off because we can't give him any pills because he's up on brandy and beer. Ignorant
Gotcha.
face.
Gotcha.
Now I'm
Right. Tetsuya sent this in. There
You ever
go.
notice how trucks are, I don't know, enormous now?
Yep.
Right?
King
You want to
Ranch,
know
yeah.
why?
Why?
It's because emission standards are like, hey, we gotta save the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Your vehicle is only allowed to emit CO2 and pollution in relation to how like volumetrically large the truck is. And the goal that the government had in mind was like, okay, they're gonna make the vehicles more efficient. But what
Yeah.
actually happened was the government was like, all right, hear me out. Let's emit the same amount of emission and just make the trucks fucking huge.
Hell yeah.
So that's why all the American trucks are fucking huge now. That's why like the Tacoma is the size. I'm not shitting you. The Tacoma and the Ford Ranger are the same size as a full-size truck in the 1980s, and those are considered a mid-sized to small-sized truck now. And a fucking full-size F-150 right now is like retarded large compared to what a truck in the 1980s. So
Yeah,
that's why.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tetsuya. Ramen, you sent this and let's listen to some tunes.
Ellis Beefeaster's radio air check and classic TV channel.
Reminds me, if you like listening to tunes, be sure to tune in this Thursday for Skinner Radio back here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's one small plug for big plugs we'll have later tonight, obviously. I'm right, we don't stream.
San Francisco.
Wow.
KFRC, San Francisco. The Big 610, KFRC. KFRC, San Francisco. KGB, San Diego. 93 KHJ plays more music.
And the hits just
And the
keep
hits.
on coming.
KHJ Los Angeles.
KHJ Los Angeles.
Boss hit bound.
You are listening to America's #1 music station.
93 KHJ Los Angeles.
Boss Radio. Funky.
KHJ. 93 KHJ plays more music. KHJ Los Angeles. 93 KHJ. 93 KHJ. Double colon.
Double colon.
KYNO. Fresno.
Ah, Fresno. Well, Cali Radio.
WHBQ. Memphis.
No, they're not anymore. That's Memphis,
The
Tennessee.
Big 99 is Bossers.
WIBG, Philadelphia.
This is your cue to discuss traffic and weather report. Well, it's cold as hell here tonight, almost down to the 40s. It was actually a pretty cold day today, so you know fall's right around the corner. So be sure to, you know, get ready for that, at least if you live in New York. Other places, I'm not so sure.
WRKO.
I don't know what kind of good weather or bad weather you had, but, you know, just mind in general. Fall is right around the corner. Unless you're somewhere weird like Australia, because then that's summer around the corner, because they have opposite shit.
Have a happy new year with WRKO.
You didn't say really weird, but hey, Australia's a strange place. Not in a bad way, just different. It's not Christmas, it's not even Halloween yet. Calm down.
Now radio WRKO.
Big 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, the good times are back.
CKLW, the Motor City.
Oh, that's Detroit.
CKLW, hit bound.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
CKLW, the Motor City.
Yeah, again, Detroit. Well, Blockhead does say Halloween. Ghostmas, actually, is what he says. That's what Blockhead says, it's Ghostmas. That's accompanying, like, Christmas, Halloween, and Thanksgiving. Because he's a dummy. Tucson? It's Arizona.
CKLW,
Golden.
93 KHJ, double golden.
Double colon, the bomb.
More music.
I think that man was a terrorist.
93 KHJ plays more music.
Plays more music. Pretty sure my phone is dead. Oh well. Been acting up.
WORFM, New York.
I've had this touchscreen phone for about 3 years now. Now it's not turning anymore. It keeps like going through a repeat cycle thing. I need a new one. Anyway, time to watch some lingerie wrestling. Competitor Spitz.
Oh, she baited her into the twerk off.
But she gave up the net.
Oh, chopping at the legs. Front kick to the
This
body
is the best
as well.
of lingerie fighting wrestling.
Power bomb,
40.
slamming high on the back of
That's
it.
all done.
Put themselves in bad position. Get an opportunity to land. Oh, she baited her into the twerk off. Look at this.
I was gonna say she was winning the twerk off.
She
But she
was.
gave up the net. Holy cow. She's in her head right now.
Chonky.
A lot going on right now. Bella Madison, though, delivers a couple of big shots to the midsection and does throw Wolf into the ring and now pounding away here.
Just charging right into the stomach.
Spearing the
Big
shoulder.
base
Oh,
for
another
knee.
big run. Oh!
Nope.
But she misses. It's just maintaining
Oh,
the
it's
pressure.
like
Madison able to
the referee.
bounce free.
Yeah, that's that twerking skills right there paying off.
Power into the corner there.
Booty.
Oh,
Samoan move.
Sarah Wolf, you can see, not liking this position too much right now. Get the action started here in round number 2. Oh! You saw Wolf was looking for the throw there. Madison with an excellent, excellent defense and reversal. And now immediately to mount, she secure the pressure. I say that, yeah, wow. Madison just flips her over and she actually grabs her. Look at this.
Oh, now the arm
wow.
bar.
Madison,
Oh, that's deep.
Looking for the arm bar. She is still in danger. Great work
Oh,
there.
great job.
The Rebel is saying tap. Now on the restart, look at that. Now it's Madison, who's, oh my goodness,
Oh my
peeling
goodness.
back
Oh
on the
my
body.
God.
The pressure is real. Oh, you see the Rebel.
The pain.
Third round. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Sarah
Oh my
Wolf,
God.
the Rebel indeed. She's been pulling out all the tricks tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Every trick in the book.
Spitting the water there to start, but Madison just lifts her in the air. Oh!
Big slam.
Big spine buster to the ground.
That's big in the ring.
Wolf took a chance there. Look at this. Madison saying once again no, and she has
Oh,
to
there it
tap.
is.
Yes, the arm was in danger of breaking.
Was it? I
And
don't think
great
so.
work from the Goddess of Chaos, who's not done just yet. Little shove there. I think she was a little bit frustrated, perhaps understandably so, to take a look at some of the replays.
Yeah, that shot of the water right in the face. Every dirty trick in the book, and then straight to the full Nelson. Madison getting a little payback here with that slam to the back. So strong, and then straight to that arm bar.
Yep.
It was definitely a little bit deeper than the first time, and I think that shoulder might have been compromised already.
Number 3 by tap out, and the new booty camp champion, Bella, the goddess of chaos, Madison.
Chaos. Here, have a leg.
She has that significant weight advantage.
Yeah,
She's
good,
trying to use that
25
power.
pounds or so.
Kicking as well,
Ooh,
chopping
30
at the
pounds.
legs. Front kick to the body as well. And Ink crashes to the canvas.
Oh, she looks hurt.
Oh, that doesn't feel good at all.
Not sure what we call that one.
That is foots in places you don't want foots to go.
I think Bella's going to come for a little payback on that
Yes,
one.
she
Ooh,
did. Oh,
nice.
look at the turn of events here.
Yeah, that's on
Escapes
there.
that rear naked choke is in.
A lot of heart being shown by Brandy May. She might go out. She might go out.
My goodness, how is she hanging on? And that's
There it
going to
is.
do it.
There it is.
Credit to Brandy May for trying to outlast that choke, but Bella Ink had the rear naked secured, kept the squeeze on, and eventually got the submission win.
Yeah, that was deep. There was no getting out of that one.
Representing the red team, Bella Ink.
Where did Top go? Or did she never have her?
Oh my goodness, and you see the power immediately of the flower bomb.
Yeah.
Coven was rushing back, and slammed to the mat once again. Monica Garcia is just swarming here from the start.
She's so strong. She's so dominant. Kudos to Coven here, turning the tables there, taking the back.
Coven reestablishes position and
She's
now
setting up
holding
for a
close
slam.
guard. Oh, you gotta let go here in this position. Flower bomb slamming the action to the canvas once again.
So strong.
Take a look at the replays here. I mean, you can see it immediately.
Yep.
The power differential between the two.
Yep, it was a theme. It was a theme. She tried to get in close. Monica got to grab a touch and just throw her butt. But here's some good moments where Coven had it, and then unfortunately here's where we see the end. The big flower bomb, and unfortunately she landed on her head, and you get to see like it's tough. It's a tough sport, folks.
Here's your winner. 1 minute and 57 seconds in round number 1 by tap out, Monica Garcia.
She rushes forward, and again, you see the wrestling of Wholesome driving in there. Oh, look at that. Acrobatics from Ziva Faye. She scrambles to the top, and she's in mount. Excellent work there. Moved up high in the mount. Wholesome felt it, was able to counter, but now she's got to pay attention to this guillotine choke. It's moments here. Oh, beautiful work from Ziva Faye. That was nice. Outside trip to the ground, maintain control of the neck. Oh, look at that.
Jumps up, takes her back, and
Gorgeous
works the hooks in.
Beautiful from Ziva Faye to just jump the back. Was holding on to the neck. And now look at that. Both hooks are in. She's high on the back, though, and Wholesome.
Oh, nice job.
Roll out of it.
Yeah, that was great escape.
Oh, look at this. Beautiful little lat drop there, although she's got to be careful with the arm. Again, back and forth again in the grappling department. Oh, my goodness. Trying to set up on this. Oh, look at that. My goodness. And that's going to do it. Beautiful work. That got the tap.
Wow.
My goodness, Ziva Faye against the wrestler so that she's got some grappling chops. Take a look at that.
That was great. Had her arm trapped in there, so she couldn't clearly defend that. Only had the arm free to do the tap. Wow, look at that. What a great finish.
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Ziva Faye.
By Pemberton, who, by the way, just like willingly puts herself in bad positions to get an opportunity to land throws like that.
That's the Coco Loco, I suppose.
Pemberton able to work out of that. Big shot to the body.
Fire
She
versus
goes back
ice
to the
going
feet.
on here.
Exposing it as well, like trying to give a little bit of her own medicine there. Grinding the torso.
Oh, nice little takedown. That was slick.
That was slick.
There's a tap. Was that a tap?
It looked like a tap again, and gotta be careful. You hear the crowd screaming out as well. They thought they saw a tap, and
That was a tap.
grinding away there.
Yeah, that was a tap.
Oh, well, I guess she was done. I mean, maybe not really much of a submission, but just saying so perhaps our first result in the LFC of not a verbal submission, but a verbal finish.
50 seconds in round number 2 by tap out, representing Team Pink, Samia.
Oh, yeah. She did it.
Oh, I was waiting. The
Don't-
tension was high. Immediately into the clinch. And wow, look at that little somersault action as Alex Boone fires the action to the ground, and then
What they do when you are in a fight.
it around there, and that's gonna do
Wow.
it.
That was it.
Oh, it was a verbal submission. I
Thank
can't hear
goodness.
much from between the.
There we go. All right, Steven Seagal time. True justice. Oh, that was, I don't know why I just did that. Anyway, here we go. Back to that.
True Justice Deadly Crossing is the Steven
Deadly
Seagal
Crossing.
mega blockbuster hit movie where he
Good old
showed
Space
the
Ice
world
Sepsis in this,
the
honestly.
old crappy slappy. Now I need a nappy. It starts off like any other Seagal day with donuts and candy, but things take a dark turn.
I'm sorry, we're not open yet.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow, he killed him.
Now that that's taken care of, he can get back to his high-level detective work.
You're wearing uniform, right?
Yeah. This is so creepy. How
Yeah.
did he know?
I'm undercover here. So the only time uniforms show up here is to transport prisoners. And they'll come in undercover cars.
So she asks, but wouldn't the prisoners know? And he tells her to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
The fucking nerve. Anyway, now they're ready for their undercover op.
Everybody good to go?
Yep.
So they head out.
Let's do this.
And then sit in their cars for a few hours.
As
and
you
then
do.
really head out. Which is when they execute Seagal's world-famous get 'em technique.
You're arrested.
But oh shit, him running away isn't something they could have ever seen coming.
No.
And they're caught completely off guard. But always the contortionist, Seagal ends immediately with one of his backward-facing front kicks.
Yeah.
Back at the station,
fuck?
they're interrupted by someone finally finding these bodies,
They got an ugly double homicide out by the internment campsite.
which causes Seagal to panic.
That ain't good.
He has to destroy some evidence real quick,
Yeah.
and then he'll meet them out there.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with y'all.
And holy shit, these shifts are insane because it's fucking daytime again.
What the
Bus
hell?
leaves for pussies and competent writers, and as soon as Seagal walks in, he drops this bombshell.
Whoever did this knew these people real well. Why do you say that?
Oh, because mind your fucking business. Then they get a major break in the case.
So we got tire tracks over here.
Matches the mud inside.
Oh my
Wow.
god, the mud outside matches the mud inside. This is so
Oh, no.
meaningful.
Oh, what is this?
Knowing Seagal, probably a love interest. Luckily,
God.
Seagal's destroyed enough children's lives to recognize she's crying in Mandarin.
Give me a Mandarin translator right now.
But in the meantime, Seagal and some guy are gonna check out a trailer park gang for some reason.
He farted.
And it must be across the state, because they don't make it there till nighttime.
Wow.
He just wants you guys to know that this is his turf and how things are gonna go down.
I'll pull out my gun and kill y'all.
Nah,
Pull my gun and
but
kill y'all.
seriously, he will kill you all. And gives them a taste when this guy tries the infamous shoulder slap, which Seagal counters with the "fuck you, now there's a brick" move.
Yeah,
Now,
what the
if you'll
hell?
excuse him, he's only halfway through his 72-hour workday and has things to do before he kills you all. But in the meantime, fuck you, here's a snake. Now it's the next day.
Anyone know any of these players?
That white boy in
Did
the
they?
red shirt, I've seen him before.
Thanks for the description. It's a really crowded picture. And yes, Seagal wrote this,
That might could tell you
Of course he
something.
did.
so expect to hear white boy a lot.
Put this
Of
white
course,
boy
yeah.
back in the bucket.
Anyway, Seagal's
the white
been
boy
looking
back in
for
the
this
bucket.
guy, which is crazy, because he just saw him in the last scene. Which is when she finally makes it back after being told to go home and change
Go home, get in some civvies, come on back.
2
some
fucking
civvies.
days ago.
Yeah.
And knock it off, she's not an object, but she is an item.
See the new item here?
She's in for a rude awakening when she sees just how dark and gritty this job can be.
We don't waste time on little poo butts like that.
Seagal
butts.
was facing intense pressure to tone down the harsh language,
On little poo butts.
but he sat his ground. And oh yeah, they totally forgot about her, who's been sitting there yelling at nobody since yesterday, along with this guy, who's been sitting there even longer. Wake the fuck up, cause it's strip club time.
Strip club
Now
time.
this lady thinks she's making the brown sugar deal of a lifetime, but it's not his first rodeo, and this is clearly below 88% sucrose, so she's fucking busted. And that's
Busted.
definitely him. Because all this isn't normal enough, they decide to crank the normal up a notch by having the bouncer sucker punch a cop and then run away.
As you do.
Now that she hasn't eaten, drank, or slept in over 24 hours, she's ready to answer some questions.
我今天看到这个女的了，她就是刚才跟这个，她就是
Oh my
个
God.
警察，就在这儿看到的。
Meanwhile, they're not gonna quit until they get their confession.
I'm gay.
Fucking
I'm
nailed
gay.
it. So they celebrate things the Seagal way with strippers and dick shots. Afterwards, they have good news and great news.
Wonderful.
The good news is that Seagal's been cleared of that double homicide. The great news is they did it by framing you.
Oh.
And that kind of strongly leads to a really great shot at the death penalty.
Wow.
The next day, the reality of what Seagal did suddenly hits him, and now he has to make it right. Oh, thank God, that was a close one. which sets off a violence binge that lasts into the night when he carjacks this poor citizen.
Damn.
And it doesn't stop until he gets so winded and delirious by the savage beating, he tries to handcuff him with his badge. And another spot on picture. Now we're 50 minutes in, so we might as well meet the villain. The other villain, who hasn't been seen or mentioned before.
You know, as
He's
you do.
basically Vanilla Ice.
Your problem, I take care of it.
With a very subtle Russian accent.
Sometimes blood must be spilled.
Meanwhile, Seagal's having a rare moment of self-reflection.
Wow. Really rare.
You just lose your faith in mankind, man.
And they're not even done filming it.
Seeing something like that changes you.
You say that again.
Seeing something like that changes you.
Which is true.
Oh,
His
boy.
movies
I'll
will
be right
wreck
back.
your life.
I got a feeling there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a shitload, which will never make any sense.
That's horrific.
That's interrupted by a woman who's desperate to bang Seagal, which happens 4 to 5 times a shift.
That's very nice of you.
But he's got a lot of things planned for today,
Murders and kidnappings and narco trafficking.
and he doesn't know if he'll have time.
That the scent of jealousy I'm detecting?
Of course it is. She's only human, and he's the hottie of potty. Now they're undercover to get the pretending to be a real Russian guy. Again, the other one. But getting his attention is gonna take something crazy, like just walking in. So of course he comes running immediately.
May I?
But they slip up.
We're nuts.
And now he's onto them.
You two are cops.
Oh shit! I know they were just sitting there, minding their own business, and you came up to them, but still, it's basically entrapment, and you were right to be suspicious. So they go with plan B, which involves bringing inferior numbers while being super covert by staring at them from like 30 feet away, and then turn their siren on for some fucking reason, and oh my god, they're found out. Someone must have tipped them off. But it doesn't matter, because they know funneling themselves through this doorway would be the dumbest shit ever, which is why they won't see it coming. And Seagal would love to help, but not really. Plus, he had a big lunch, so he's gonna help from the car. Things are going great until this sick son of a bitch not only changes suits mid-sprint, but he makes Seagal stand. So after some very responsible shooting, he tries to surrender, but Seagal's not having any of it. So
Get him.
after brutally torturing and murdering this guy,
How's that right for Seagal?
who it turns out was the wrong guy anyway, they go back to celebrate.
Not a bad resolution, Chief. See, my daddy used to hit a piece of corn once in a while.
So they just go with that, because asking questions will just make this take longer, and also they don't fucking care.
All right, everybody happy?
Fuck
Wow.
you know they're not.
Cool.
Neither is the audience, so fuck you to them too, because this woman violently needs to bang Seagal.
What, you were trying?
But she's up next, and there's not enough of the human corn dog to go around.
Wow.
Man is unbelievable.
He means that literally everything about him is bullshit.
Of course it is. Anyway, let's watch our next spooky video, and then we're gonna move on to the cooking. And then it's gonna move really quick from there. Here we go. We have be careful what you play with. It's only not one day.
Stop, please.
Stop, please, Governor. Sasha's up.
Communication with unknown entities, spirits, and even demons has
laying on
always
the ground,
fascinated humanity.
Rest,
Since
as you do.
ancient
Just to
times,
curl up and ball
men
matches.
and
Ah,
women have
nice
sought
go.
to reach
Welcome
out
over
to
here.
intelligent beings
Hi.
residing on a plane beyond ordinary
Hi,
reality.
Sash. Welcome
There
back
have
to the
been
waking
famous
world.
cases of demonic possession, raw accounts of the consequences of forging
Hi.
connections with forces
staring
that
at me.
transcend
Hi.
our very nature.
Hi, Sasha.
These cases abound
Hi.
to this day, and while many are widely known through movies or documentaries, some stories remain buried in obscurity.
It's a toy.
Here, you will hear two real stories of people who never imagined something terrible would happen to them while playing with a Ouija board. These stories happen to ordinary people, just like those of us gathered here watching this video. The names and
demons.
locations, with the permission of those who experience these phenomena,
You just
have been
walk over
kept
your
exactly
tree-
as they were in
Cat
reality.
tree there. You can walk over to me. A challenge. I mean, you jumped that distance yet.
The
earlier
following
today.
story happened to my friends and me during the summer of 1992 at one of their grandparents' houses when I was about 15 years old. Roger's family, the friend in question, owned a summer house in Central Hillside on the shores of Lake Superior. Every year we would travel across Minnesota to spend a few good weeks there. Although the house wasn't what you'd call old, the passage of time was evident in its exterior and on the second floor. Upstairs, among all the board games stored since the 50s, we had always ignored the Ouija board when we were younger. But as teenagers, curiosity got the better of us, and we decided to test whether all those stories were real. I must admit that summer we had managed to get our hands on some alcohol, and we were secretly drinking before playing with the board. Things with the Ouija board started off as coincidences, somewhat believable, with messages from supposed spirits of teenagers who had died in a fire, or elderly women who had passed away from natural causes. But then they turned more unsettling. Among the latter, we received messages from entities claiming they had never had a body, inviting us to experience an impossible life in an alternate plane of reality. Whenever this happened, we would pull our hands away and ask for a more normal spirit, if you could call it that. After what we jokingly referred to as a spirit audition, my friends and I managed to settle on a fairly friendly entity who called itself Roey Doser. This spirit claimed we could talk to him whenever we wanted. He said he was 8 years old and had no intentions of crossing over to the world of the living because he preferred observing rather than acting, and that after 100 years, this had become quite comfortable for him.
Okay.
It all seemed like nonsense, but we were taking the whole thing very lightly. Everything was fine for about a week. Roey Doser would tell us things about other people in the neighborhood with his usual bad spelling, and it was always juicy gossip. We were always extremely polite with him, never forgetting to thank him and appreciate the effort he made to share his somewhat convoluted stories. During those days, the name Roey Doser became a sort of inside joke within our group when we weren't using the Ouija board. Then, things got really strange. Roey Doser revealed that our constant playing was attracting bad spirits to the property. He warned us that we shouldn't use the board so frequently, as beyond just talking to him, the energy the game generated acted like a magnet for entities. However, he assured us that he would do everything in his power to channel all that energy into his own manifestation through the board. We felt so protected by this little spirit that we decided to keep playing as often as we had been up until that point. Roey Doser was always eager to talk whenever we gathered around the board. But soon we began to notice that the cursed thing was moving faster and with more force. Our arms felt like they were being dragged back and forth, and the letters appeared with incredible speed and precision. More and more often, we ended up putting the board away because the atmosphere in the room would start to feel so unpleasant. Despite the summer heat, the room we were in would suddenly get unbearably hot. On top of that, a strong smell of feces began to seep from the ceiling, the walls, from everywhere. It would start subtly, then quickly become overwhelming. The friendly demeanor of Roey Doser that we had grown to enjoy was replaced by language that was not only better written, but also sexual and sarcastic. And even though we would put the cursed thing away when it got weird, we'd end up using it again later that night or the next day. The fear of what we might encounter during the session only gripped us while it was happening. Once the session ended, all we wanted was to keep going.
No, you should stop.
One night, Mary, Roger's mom's younger sister, came to visit the house. She decided to hang out with us for a while and showed an intense interest in playing with the Ouija board. To her, it was all nonsense, and she claimed that anything would scare her more than a piece of wood with letters on it.
I'll be right
We
back
showed
again,
her what
Chad.
we usually did,
Sasha.
and with
Come on, Sasha.
skepticism, she said, "I'm going to step into the hallway and hold up some fingers. Let's see if the Ouija can guess how many I'm holding up." So he did, and one by one, the Ouija board correctly guessed the number of fingers she was holding up. We watched as the smile slowly faded from her face, transforming into something resembling fear. Then, we saw that fear turn into a desperate curiosity. She sat down and played with us, digging up some gossip about her older sister's divorce and other family secrets. It didn't take long before the sexual and sarcastic messages started to intensify. She looked at us with an expression that clearly recognized the shift in the atmosphere. However, when we decided it was enough and that things seemed to be getting out of control, we decided to end the conversation with the spirit. But Mary protested, insisting that we shouldn't back down. She encouraged us to contact a different entity to test how real the board could be. We did our best to reach a more interesting spirit, but Roey Dosser kept coming back, even though we pleaded with him to leave us alone. So Mary, in a somewhat defiant manner, challenged Roey Dosser to manifest in a much more concrete way, not just through words. At that moment, we were all too eager to see how Mary's challenge would play out. She wanted us to not be as condescending as the supposed ghost. After a while, and having ended the session without receiving any farewell response from Roey Dosser, we watched as a photograph hanging on the wall began to tear apart. Neither the frame nor the glass was affected, only the paper itself. We were all terrified by what had happened. Naturally, we took a few steps back, and one of my friends actually left the room. Except for Mary, who laughed and told Roey Dosser that it was all nonsense. She wanted to see him, to have him appear right in front of us. If he had so much energy to wield the power of the board, he
What a
should
dummy.
materialize at that very moment. The most horrifying thing occurred the moment she said, "I give you permission." A second later, Mary jumped to her feet and screamed as she tried to pull off her shirt. "Get it off me," she screamed, and Roger's mother, hearing the commotion, rushed upstairs immediately. When she arrived in the room, she saw her younger sister being slammed against the wall, as if by an invisible force. It looked like something was crushing her. I remember a strand of saliva hanging from her mouth as she kept it open for a moment, desperately trying to breathe better. Once she managed to free herself from that force, she screamed and kept asking what was on her back. Roger's mother tried to calm her down, and after a while, we took her to the bathroom. There, we were shocked to find that Mary's back was physically intact, despite her complaints of an intense burning sensation. Roger's mother made us burn the damned thing. She spent the whole night lecturing us about how irresponsible we had been, insisting that Ouija boards should never be used. Even after we burned the board, she personally collected the ashes and drove them far away to dispose of them at a junkyard an hour from the house. During high school, my friends and I got really into using a Ouija board during lunch,
Oh, it's a different
sometimes
story.
homemade, but a friend had an authentic one. We usually just tried to talk to deceased relatives, and nothing bad ever happened. But one day, we decided not to contact any specific entity. Instead, we let the board decide who to connect us with. I don't remember much from the
That's a
session,
mistake.
only the fear. We ended up pulling our hands away without saying goodbye, and that's when the strange things started happening, which I still can't shake off. A few days later, we began to see a figure, a disheveled black shadow with horns and piercing red eyes. I would see it out of the corner of my eye, but could never look directly at it. Then it started appearing in my dreams. Every night. I had never had a black and white dream before, but every night, it was the same dream. It was in black and white, and the shadowy figure would either take my eyes or sometimes possess my arms. I think I had that dream every night for about 2 or 3 weeks. My friends who had played the Ouija board with me that day apparently had the same dream. They saw strange things, like large and random scratches on their backs, and similar occurrences. One day, my friend went to see a psychic, and as soon as the woman saw her, she realized that an entity was connected to her so strongly that it would be extremely difficult to do anything about it. By that time, we had stopped our daily Ouija sessions at lunch. We were scared, though somehow we thought it was impossible for the board to actually cause anything from nightmares to physical harm. On one of the last days of school before summer vacation, in an act of irresponsibility typical of our age, we decided to make a homemade Ouija board and play in the back of the classroom during a free period. We tried to summon whatever had been following us. We asked questions, and the board kept moving to no. We challenged it, told the spirit we didn't believe in it, and asked for proof that it was really with us. Then we heard the loud crash in the hallway. It was really loud, like someone had thrown a bench or something similar. My 3 friends and I heard it, but the rest of the class didn't even seem to notice. We went out into the hallway and immediately saw handprints on the ceiling. The hallway was long and very high. In fact, the height was such that it was nearly impossible for someone to reach that spot without a very tall ladder. Even then, it would be difficult. It somewhat reminded us of the aesthetics of the video game Silent Hill, but the difference was that this was real and no one seemed to care. Some even ignored it to the point where, even when we mentioned it, they had trouble seeing the prints. 3 years later, I had already left school, and my only connection to that place was picking up my brother on Friday afternoons. One day, I went inside with him and had to pass through that hallway. I was horrified to see that the handprints were still there and had even eroded the ceiling, but my brother hadn't noticed them at all. I decided to ask him in the simplest way possible, since he was still a child, if he had ever seen anything unusual in the hallway. He looked at me with that typical surprised expression children have, and told me that on several occasions he and his friends had seen some desks appearing outside the classroom when they arrived. Additionally, he told me, almost as if it were a secret, that sometimes they heard banging from the ceiling, like someone was hammering. However, the teachers didn't know where the noise was actually coming from.
Demon Prince. Hey, there's our spookies for tonight. Let's go and watch a dummy. Here we go. Let's watch a dummy.
Everywhere I go, I tell people, look, you may not be a union member. You better thank a union member.
What is this accent?
For the 5-day work week, you better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. We know what we're talking about.
Come on, man. Get some jive going. Be cool. Shake it, but don't break it. Hey, man. How do I look? You look sharp, mister. I feel sharp. You hear? I feel like it's 10 around midnight. You dig? Out of sight. Get down. Get down. Feeling good. Feeling fine. Feeling real fine. That's it. Just loosen up those hips.
Let's go to Jamaica.
From all over Jamaica, representatives from 14 parishes.
Wow.
Descend on Black River, St. Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth, Black River.
For a grueling contest to see who is the pan champion. This is one of the largest jerk competitions in the home of jerk.
Damn, a jerk
with millions of dollars on the line. There will be a champion whose jerk has earned them $1 million.
Oh, $1 million? Guess that's in Jamaican money. That's definitely probably like $10,000. Jesus.
We took a journey to CB Pan Finals in St. Elizabeth. CB Foods relocated the finals to St. Elizabeth in the wake of Hurricane Beryl to help the people of St. Elizabeth.
That's good.
This is my journey to the CB Pan Finals in Black River, St. Elizabeth. First, they hooked us up with a car. I had to travel to KIG in Kingston.
Damn. That's the car you drove? Damn. Yamaha's back there.
My first stop, which is a must stop for me, is Andy and Keisha at Border, on the border of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth.
And also we have to make a stop at Border, right? It's Andy and Keisha, and get some fish. And of course we have to get some bami as well. Bami coming straight off of the fire with logwood that is on it, and in that pot that's seasoned as well. So fish and bami on the way to Pan.
That's an Australian thing. That's an Australian
On the road to
cryptid.
Pan, there are many stops when traveling and going for food. There's Border right here, on the border of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. Right at Andy and Keisha, but there's an entire list of stars that you can come support. There's fish, there's lobster, there's bami. Cup on knife.
Also, when I was on the road, I was sitting there, I was having some hot fries. Flaming hot fries.
Tune in for more from Border on the next episode. After all,
we're
it's
gonna
the
have
journey
a
to
whole
Pan,
episode about that.
not the Border journey.
Yeah, we gotta get some jerk off.
There is one must stop on the journey to St. Elizabeth. That stop is in Middle Quarters. Right before you get into Holland Bamboo, Middle Quarters is pepper shrimp country. And there's only one reason not to stop there. Maybe you're allergic, maybe you'll swell up. To that I say, buy some Benadryl and toughen up. Pepper shrimp
Buy some
embodies
Benadryl
Jamaican
and
cooking.
some pepper shrimp.
Everybody have their own recipe, and everybody granny know how to cook it differently. This is Peaches, my shrimp link in Middle Quarters.
Peaches?
For some of the most fresh, spicy,
Looks like
flavorful,
peaches.
and even sometimes she gets the old school Jamaican pepper shrimp. Unfortunately, she didn't have them this time.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thanks, Peaches. Look at them shrimp. Look, shrimp.
I want to come home. Thanks.
Now that you're all caught up, it's time for this.
Wagwan everybody. This is CB Pan Finals.
From all over Jamaica, representatives from 14 parishes descend on Black River, St. Elizabeth for a grueling contest to see who
We'll get
is
some jerk
the
pork,
Pan
too.
champion.
Jerk goat. I mean,
This
jerk
is
chicken's
one
a
of the
great way to
largest
do it,
jerk
but you can
competitions
do other things
in the
with
home of
jerk
jerk.
Chicken's
With
the easiest
millions of
caveat
dollars on the
vehicle, but I
line,
think jerk
there
pork
will be a
is
champion whose jerk has earned them $1 million.
$1 million Jamaican dollars. I gotta see that now.
Just a pan fest. The amount of chicken that is here is a boatloads of chicken. Like they bring the whole farm come down. Every pan has chicken, everybody have their own flavor, and everybody doing their own thing.
That's
It's
not
a
even
beautiful scene to see so many pans out and everybody cooking exactly how they cook. Nobody has their own same way of cooking, style of cooking, seasoning.
Still nothing in the ball.
It's just to each and one, and to get the best one win.
There's no entry fee, so while the competition goes on,
Hell, even if like
guests can taste the chicken.
the third or second place is
$600
like
for leg and thigh,
$1,000
or
or $500.
$600 for breast and wing.
That's good marinade.
Yes, nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Ask for park and pan chicken. Let me taste that right now.
Yours are working? Your taste buds ready? So you guys will be blindfolded. And they're going to be giving you...
First taste of the pan from.
What you say? Oh, best I think. We got better.
That's the season.
We said team legal times, best I think.
Not overpowering the seasoning, but very nice season. I like a little more seasoning of mine, but
each.
Nice crust, nice thing. Very juicy. It's hot, it's juicy, and the seasoning is caked onto it. It's loaded with seasoning. Perfectly cooked. You can't ask for a better cooked chicken than that. It's literally perfectly cooked.
Hold on ready for this, man. Come on, yes. Hold on, get up. Hold on, get up, hold on, get up. Get up, man, get up, man, get up, get up. The sun down here, the cast of the sun.
I'm a general. Look who I run into. Remember that roadside where we did the jerk chicken with Sonny? If they do the jerk chicken for Sonny and best ever food in the show. Right on the road in a Portland and so mix up the spice and show him secret. So I go and run everything left. Yeah man, bless up yourself man. Yeah man, I'll tell you the time man. This is alright. Pan contest. There are a lot of women that are on the jerk pan doing them things and putting out their papers as well. It's not just the men in the competition. That's something that's really nice to see. Tell me about it.
Wait.
I'm good. Corona, what you have over here?
Yes, so I have this smoked rosemary jerk chicken. Ooh. Yes. And it's topped with a pineapple rosemary sauce. And we have our nice jerk pickle. So if you've ever been to Little Ochi or Oswald Seafood Restaurant, you get that scallion, onion and pepper naturally done.
Scallion,
and it tastes really good at the chicken when it's done. Very good. Thank you. And this is the rosemary sauce. So it's like the rosemary is boiled, and then we add the pineapple juice to it with ginger and all the lovely Walker's Water. Walker's Water is one of our brands. So we don't know what the Walker's Water was here. It's really good in it. Yes.
Set me up right now. Set me up right now. That elegant of my name.
Oh, so look a bit though.
Alright.
Yes, so the color really nice and juicy, you realize? No burn, really slow cooked. And we have persons already ordered and paid after the slow come back.
Oh, and slow.
Yes.
So where are you located?
I'm located in Esher Park, Portmore, St. Catherine. Can't go on it, mommy. We have to put on one side of it. Oh, that's my mother, my assistant.
That's awesome. That's wicked.
One a little bit on the other side. And this is seasoned from Wednesday. So
Wednesday after Corona?
Yes, and this is a beer seasoning. So we blend the beer with all the natural rum seasoning.
Beer in
So
there
it's
too,
no
so
water
this is
added
like
to the
just
blending.
beer marinade?
It's just your pimento, your onion, your scallion, pepper, and all the Walker's Water rubbings in it. No artificial season, it's just a red stripe beer, well soaked.
You use red strips, so you burn it in lager.
Beer also acts as a tenderizer,
Yes.
so it's supposed to be very soft after.
It is. And you see the chicken well nice, no burn, the slow cooked. Well slow cooked. That's how it's been done.
Smoking it really.
No, you can't go on it. That can't, remember I said the chicken there, so we can't mix the chicken and the wing in it. So the grill marks on it.
Whoa, that was close.
Come out. It's well marked, come out, but it looks like it really got up on the grill at that part. You see it? And you see the breast don't dry out. It's not dry out. It's juicy. Each of them is juicy. And that's what you want from a jerk chicken. You don't really want it dry out. You really want the moist and all the juice that run out. It's just like that. Alright, now let's go. You're almost ready. Love that. Soon ready. Next 10 minutes and you're ready.
Next 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because they realize this part, see? It's all ready. So that's this side and it's ready to go. Remember the beer already when you everything about it, you know. Just well soaked. Ain't no raw chicken over here.
No raw chicken.
No raw chicken over here.
Make it soak.
Yeah, no raw chicken over here. The judges went really wild for the jerk-on because it was a jerk-on beer. So the beer was soaked with a natural blended season and rubbed right up with the Walker's Wood in it. It tastes really spicy. It's a blend of sweet and spicy. Yeah.
And the chicken is rosemary.
The rosemary chicken bad. It's a pineapple rosemary chicken.
So how you get the pineapple in there? What do you use for pineapple?
No, man, we use the natural pineapple. And then we add the great pineapple. So it was two, so it make it more even stronger.
So it also makes it more tender. Pineapple is a tenderizer as well.
Yeah, it's really
along with the beer.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I can kind of feel it.
A quick dash of our rosemary pineapple barbecue sauce, then topped with fresh onions, scotch bonnet pepper, and scallion.
So this is the picture. The corn is coming up here. It's already on the grill. You want bread with it?
Oh yeah.
You want bread?
Go for it.
Just the corn. Alright, just the corn as you alright.
That chicken is really tender. It's nicely seasoned and extremely moist. I love that she put the fresh seasoning on top. She said it was similar to what they do with Little Ochi, and it really is. Look at that, the onion and the scallion, little pepper on it as well. That hint of rosemary. Nice departure from the traditional jerk. It's very innovative, and the beer tenderizes it. Look at the Scotch bonnet pepper and everything on that. It's really good. Come on.
This know what the thing with it.
Thank you.
Recording.
I'm eating.
Are you here?
Tell off already, my boss.
Tell off already, you know?
Yep, I'm eating the chicken well, Papa.
Yeah, man. Send that, man, you know? Straight center.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
What's that, sir? What's that? Trenton.
Pork.
Yeah, what kind of Trenton? Sure. There. You hold on now.
Yes, it looks like it's pork. Nice. Pork chop? Oh, that looks good.
Come on, please, let me sample that.
That looks really good, actually, Chad. Jerk pork. I think I like jerk pork. I like jerk chicken. They're both good. I really like jerk pork.
Come on, lift that one. No,
Good,
catch a board.
just
Bigger
takes
piece.
time.
Bigger piece of sample.
That was still
Oh, thank you, sir. Jack Trenton. It's so tender.
Oh,
but like a little more season, maybe the pizza I get.
Remember, I told you guys I had some barbecue.
This has been Pan 2024. Thank you everybody for watching. Big up CB, big up all of the brand CB Foods for bringing us out here. We're touching the road with many more stuff. So look out.
Good, good stuff. Oh, that's that was good. Now we're gonna catch up with someone we haven't seen in a while. Look, it's Bobbert, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I have a very special Doritos program. As I said, I have the greatest and the latest Doritos.
Oh, do you?
And what I mean by that is I have the greatest Doritos flavor of all time, in my opinion, which has been brought back after almost 20 years. And that is the Doritos Late Night Sizzling Cheeseburger.
Oh my God.
Holy smokers.
Holy smokers.
And then I have the newest Doritos. And these are a tie-in with Mountain Dew, if it couldn't get any better.
Oh boy.
And these are Baja Fiery Mango Doritos, a tie-in with the Baja Versary this summer of the 20th anniversary of the incredible, legendary Baja Blast flavor. So you know how big Mountain Dew is on this channel, and Doritos, so
because they're owned by the same
both
company,
in one
Robert.
product. Incredible.
They're PepsiCo.
Now this one is a spicy flavor, it appears.
Well, it's probably
in the
habanero
past, I
mango.
always had thought that Jumpin' Jack Doritos were the best of all time.
Didn't care for it, yeah. Well, he
And there's a
apparently loves them.
possibility they still could be, but when they brought them back a few years ago, the flavor was underwhelming. There was not as much on the chip as there was in the original run of Jumpin' Jack Doritos. And so I began to think more and more about how much better the cheeseburger and the Pizza Hut Doritos and the guacamole Doritos were
There were
than
guac
the new
Doritos at one point? What the
rebooted
fuck?
Jumpin' Jack. So they really
Didn't even
suffered.
know about that.
It's kind of like the movie where you say, if you're going to try to remake The Crow, or you're going to make more Indiana Jones after the third one, if you're not going to honor the franchise, for God's sake, don't touch it, leave it alone. So
Too
look
late.
what they did to Jumpin' Jack. Then it got me thinking about how great cheeseburger was. So my new
So now they're
rankings
gonna
of
make it
all-time
not your
Doritos,
best.
cheeseburger, Pizza
Let me
Hut
love it. We'll
Doritos,
see.
and guacamole Doritos. You know, they've got the connection just like they do with Mountain Dew, Pizza Hut, and
The
Taco
same
Bell,
company,
so
my
why
guy.
not bring back Pizza Hut Doritos if anybody's watching at Doritos? And
Yeah,
this was one of the
people
food
watching
products
at
that led me to
Frito-Lay,
believe
PepsiCo,
about
you
when they
watching?
say they're putting stuff in
'Cause
the
I'll
food
bring it
that
back.
make it addictive.
I mean,
and
obviously,
this is
you
one
know,
of
the
those
hot fries,
food
I mean,
products,
that's Frito-Lay.
kind of like
Cheetos.
Cup of Noodles, where
It's all by
both
PepsiCo.
had, at least in
All
the
by
past,
Pepsi.
Cup of Noodles had
Who hates white
monosodium
people, by the way?
glutamate.
Don't ever
These
forget that.
certainly did and still do.
I didn't buy
And
these.
this is
Someone
something
gave
that
those to me.
all hours of the day and night I would find myself thinking about the cheeseburger Doritos. It was weird, but they are so delicious.
Coca-Cola, by the way.
So
Those
we're going to
companies hate
find
white
out if
people.
they still are. And I just want to say F YouTube for throttling my last video, the
Oh.
Morgan Wallen Sweet Tea, and for not
They
sending
throttled
out
you,
the
huh, Bubba?
notifications for that video. Now on the
Wow.
classic late night cheeseburger,
Hey, Saj.
here's something they didn't have in 2008, this wonderful
She
new
just walked all over
Doritos
my keyboard,
logo
tried to come see me.
that
Hi.
I've given such high
Hi.
praise to in the
I
past.
fed you a little
What
while
an
ago, remember
upgrade.
that?
And then here we have the
Object
late night
permanence, remember these things?
sizzling cheeseburger.
Never need that, that's
And
just
there
an
you've
empty
got
bag. You
the
don't need to smell
sample
that if I
chip.
moved it out the way.
And next to it,
Hi.
this neon cheeseburger. with a
What up,
little
cat?
American cheese slice hanging down over the bottom bun there. And the appearance of lettuce. And
Lettuce
the burger's
spray.
just kind of that red, you can see it curving out from under the lettuce there. Here on the back, they kind of wasted
It's not
the
gonna
space.
taste like it, Bob. It's just gonna taste
Late
like
night
meat and
flavors,
cheese.
one bowl crunch.
If they can get a meat
taste
flavor on
the
it.
night.
Oh, speaking
And
of meat
there's
flavored
the
stuff, I
neon
had the
cheeseburger
carnitas
again, but
tacos by
Not really selling
Pringles.
you on the flavor.
Right, that's
Here
one of
we
the
have
flavors
the
they have.
nutrition facts.
It was okay when I had the
Sodium
first
is
one.
not bad,
Just it's hard to
they're
top the like
150
pizza
milligrams.
flavor of pizza
Now
Pringles.
here we have
Like
the
I've had other ones like I've had, like the
spiffy
sweet corn
Doritos
flavor.
logo on the
I've had other
Baja
ones. I just don't feel like they
Mango.
put enough on it, like
Mountain Dew
flavoring wise for all those
Doritos.
other Pringles. It just doesn't taste
And
right
I
to
love
me.
the artwork on here because even though it's not the most complicated
No, it's
of
not.
the Mountain Dew artwork, but this has got to be the shark from one of my favorite Mountain Dew flavors, Frostbite.
Which is actually still
Remember
in
that
stores, by
shark
the way. I saw it
exploding
last
out
time
of
I
the
went
ice?
shopping
Well,
at a like
here
bigger
he is taking a
supermarket.
bite out of that
I
great
didn't buy it
Doritos
because
logo.
no.
And then you have the Baja logo. And instead of ice, the shark is coming out of this lava that's exploding out of the volcano.
Yeah, it's mango
Super
lava.
volcano exploding, taking numerous countries with it. And there you've got the peppers and the mangoes.
Yeah, probably
There's,
habanero because
floating
habanero
along.
mango is really popular. They like
But
doing that.
great to see this cameo appearance from Frostbite himself. The
Pretty sure
most
that's not
famous
the shark's
shark
name,
next
Bob,
to
but
Jaws.
I'll let
Here
you-
on the
I'll let
back,
you
they're
dream,
not
bud.
selling the chip flavor, but they're selling the 20th Baja Versary
Speaking of chips,
coins.
the smashed Pringle
I guess
crumbs
this is
here
like
on my bed.
Bitcoin or something. To get Baja gear.
That was like
And
a
then
couple days ago. Must have-
there's a
noticed
code
that.
there.
In the trash. That's got
And then you've got the two-tier,
hands too.
like in the UK, two-tier nutrition facts.
2-tier nutrition packs. Yeah.
Okay, so let
Two-tier
Tony
justice
start
in
the
the UK.
cheeseburger first. And the aroma, oh yes, immediately it's coming
the
back
aroma
to me.
hits my
Strong
nose.
cheese aroma, but
Oh.
also
The hell was that?
there's a beef aroma, and
Oh, Sasha
I
just
checked
walked
the
on the
ingredients, and
keyboard.
once again,
She
like
did.
the original
What did
run
she
of
do?
these, they have, in this case, it's beef fat, so they actually
I
have
don't
a
even know what
meat
she did. She
element
walked on the keyboard though.
in the
Heard that
ingredients,
noise.
which I guess if you're a vegetarian, you want to know that in advance. Let's
It's
get
just
one
laying
of
out
these
there.
out of here.
All
Well,
now.
this is kind of a busted up piece, but it does look like it's
Busted
got a good
up
amount
Pete's
of
for a
coating on
busted
it.
up life.
Let's go ahead and see how it tastes.
Like mango and pepper, I guess.
Well, that was just incredible. Fortunately, they did honor this flavor, bringing it back. It tastes
Okay.
just like I remember it. I don't know if I'm going to find myself thinking about this at all hours of the day, but it's a good chance I will. Just the very first bite.
All hours of
I
the day,
taste
I'm
the
thinking of
beef
that
patty.
chip.
It tastes a lot
Nah,
like
I'm
the
good,
McDonald's
dog.
beef patty, in my opinion. Kind of like because of the lettuce flavor. That's the other incredible thing, is that they
a
somehow
lettuce
get lettuce
flavor in
flavor
Ew.
into this, and you have the cheese, and so it gives it sort of a Big Mac, but then there's a
Is there a meat
special
flavor?
spice that's really more Doritos than what you get on a burger, and the combination is an all-around winner, in my opinion.
I'm glad you like
I
your
hope
chip
if
back.
somebody at Doritos, Frito-Lay, is watching this, that they will consider making the cheeseburger if not a permanent flavor, at least bring it back every once in a while, because in my opinion, it really is the greatest Doritos flavor. So now
He
we're
really
gonna
likes
try
it,
the
Chet.
newest
He's gonna
Doritos
have
flavor.
like meat sweats about it at
I
night
think
now.
one that is definitely a surprising one for me.
Well, eat it. Don't just smell it. Eat
The
it.
aroma of this, not quite as strong as the cheeseburger, really adds
Uh-huh.
something when they have the beef fat. It makes it
It's
an
the
extra
meats,
rich
they say.
Dorito, kind of like how they got rid of the beef tallow in McDonald's fries, and you can really tell they did. This is, can't say that I'm smelling a lot of mango coming out of here, but it is a pretty orange coating on there. Maybe a little more mango aroma now that it's out of the bag. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes.
And he broke his teeth. Oh no, there we go. We got the edgy zoomer him, Kid H.
Greetings from the autonomous zone in Willoughby, Ohio.
It doesn't exist.
So white, you've got to wear shades.
Oh God.
Your channel is the most popular YouTube channel here in Willoughby, and we don't like what YouTube is doing to you. We have a gripe, so I am declaring a new Griper War.
Griper War?
YouTube. Until we can figure out what the hell is going on, we will engage in a robust digital campaign. How do you join this campaign? How do you become an official Griper? By liking this video, by watching this video until the very end.
Wow, and I'll be in the Griper War? I didn't sign up for this, man. I was just watching a video from my channel.
By
Don't do
sharing
this
this
to me.
video on social media. If we lose, it's over. You'll be watching Mr. Beast and Report of the Week playing Twister in the Big Brother house for the rest of your lives. Begun. The Griper War has. And Bob,
The Griper
I want to
War.
thank you. I want to thank you so much for never putting your country second. America first.
No, it's not.
America first.
Uh-oh, wow. But he has an autonomous. I'm confused with politics there.
Baja
America
Fiery
first. Let me
Mango.
drink some milk.
This is incredible in its own way. It is. I told you there wasn't much
I'm pretty sure he was
mango
drinking
aroma,
like skim
but
milk.
There was an explosion
Disgusting.
of mango when I bit into the chip.
If
And also,
anything,
surprisingly, they
no.
somehow got a very
2%er.
strong element of Mountain
No,
Dew
if
into the
that's
chip.
the minimum.
So you taste
But
the
I
double
drink whole milk, 'cause
explosion
I'm not insane.
of mango and Mountain Dew citrus type soda. And then there is a.
I will
would say
accept
it's
people that
kinda
drink
like
2% milk. People who
Cool
drink
Ranch,
1%
but
to
that
skim
really
milk, there's
takes
something
a
wrong
back
with you.
seat because there is
You're not
also a
normal.
very significant spice to it. I would
That
say
shit's
it's
just literally water.
It is pretty spicy. It's about 4 out of 10 on the Robert Dyer heat scale, with 10 being the highest and 0 the lowest. So kind of, it's about like a hot fry, but maybe
I mean, if you have,
as
like,
you
allergies
eat
or
more,
whatever,
it's
well, that's on
slightly
you,
higher than a hot fry at times.
Just you
Didn't
drink
have
it
any
just
smoke
because, like,
coming
oh,
out
I
of
think
the
it
ears.
tastes. No, there's something wrong with you.
But
Why are you
definitely,
drinking
as they show on the
fucking
front, the
1%
pepper
milk?
and the name Fiery Mango, it's definitely fiery. I would give them that much. And
That's
so
probably
along with
habanero,
this
Bob. That's why.
really great artwork that maybe I'm a little bit biased.
Is it,
because
though?
Not only
Is
do
it
they
that
have this
great?
great logo, but
Sasha's
my
correct.
favorite Frostbite shark.
She is active
from the Frostbite
in her
Mountain
sabotaging
Dew,
of my
and
room.
then having him bite off.
You're
a
sitting
piece of
literally
logo,
on your computer.
And
I
general
brought you.
colors and
Why don't you
theme is
to get that
summer.
and go up to my desk and try
So
not to
another
take down
great
what's up there.
aspect to it. So I'm going to go ahead and give these.
No, stop. Stop.
Pretty
Stop.
solid 5 stars out of 5. And then my favorite cheeseburger has not lost any
I
cachet
prefer whole milk, but I have to drink
from
2%
this
because whole milk makes it funny.
reissue.
Well, I get
unlike
that,
Jumpin'
Nathan.
Jack.
That's fine.
And
I mean, I
these,
understand like
not
if you
only
have some,
gonna
like
say
really a real reason to do that.
5
But I'm
stars
just
out
saying,
of 5,
2%
but
is
this
what
is
you
one
gotta
of
go
those
for.
rare
Because
products
people who
like
drink 1% are
the
still
Whopper
like
and
mentally
the
wrong with
McRib
them.
and the
At
Big
least in my
Mac.
opinion.
I'm
Like
gonna
that's
say
weird
6
to me.
stars out of 5.
Maybe
It
that's a
doesn't
hot
make any
take.
sense,
Maybe there's a
but
lot of
it's
people out in my
one of
chat that
those
drink like
products
skim
that's so
milk and say Dean.
outstanding
But I drink almond
that
milk or coconut milk.
I
Okay, you can
go
drink those other
above and
milks. I don't
beyond
care.
5 stars.
But I just mean like if you're
I would
drinking
say
like
if you
milk
can
milk,
find
like
late
why are you
night
drinking fucking
cheeseburger, grab a hold of it.
1% or
And if
skim?
you like
I don't
the
get that.
spicier type
I
Doritos,
mean, that's weird.
or you're a Mountain Dew fan,
Just drink,
then
if
you
anything, you have
absolutely
to drink
get
2%.
these
At the bare minimum.
Baja Fiery Mango.
But I mean, if you have an allergy or something, I understand.
So I
like,
hope
other
you
stuff,
like
but,
this
like,
video.
for, like if you don't
Share
and
it
you're just
with
doing
your
it because you
friends.
can,
Please
that's weird.
subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Anyway, here we go. Let's listen to Dummy. She plugged her ears with headphones to avoid people talking to her. Her ears are plugged. She can't hear anybody. Yep. Yep, can't hear anyone. She has headphones on so no one can hear her talk. Yep. This is how I ignore my trolls. My dissenters. I do have a rumor about Cackler here, but we'll get to that on Friday. Obviously, that'll be Hell on Earth, so guys, be sure to join that on Heretic Network Friday when that happens. There's something interesting about her that's possibly true, but it's a rumor. So I'm not going to say anything too much about it right now, but something going on with her. Anyway.
Hey folks, we're starting YouTube membership.
No, I don't
you
care.
Want access to emojis, polls, behind-the-scene videos, and other perks.
You up
Check out and see if you want to become a member.
Oh, she real dumb. She big dumb. 2.5 speed dumb. I'll be back. I gotta give Sasha a little bit more food if she's gonna be acting up like this.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Guy, remember? So you don't have to. When you hear DreamWorks animation, usually what comes to mind is Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon, Baby's First Oh My God, Shut Up meme. And surprisingly, more often than not, Megamind. Don't take this the wrong way, but why? Make no mistake, I thought the film was alright. I thought it was pretty clever and had a funny idea. But people really seem to connect with this flick. And even more attention was brought to it, though, when apparently the Batman and Robin of DreamWorks sequels was released this year. That's got a lot of people looking back to re-examine why the original worked so well, and yeah, I guess I want to revisit it for similar reasons, too. As someone who saw this film as totally fine, but not a game-changer in any way, and I've been interested in why so many people adore it as much as they do. I guess since it came out in 2010, you could argue many people have grown up with it, so it is nostalgia. But I don't think it's just that. I knew a lot of fully grown adults who felt like this movie was really speaking to them, and I found that kind of fascinating. So, seeing how I literally haven't seen it since it came out, I want to give this film another go and see why so many people swear by it and examine whether or not I'm missing something. So let's go back in time to when Twilight and Jersey Shore were all the rage. Okay, I'm already seeing why people valued this. Let's take a look at Megamind. The film opens with a monologue from our hero/villain named Megamind, played by Will Ferrell, who seems to be falling to his doom.
Here's my day so far. I'm falling to my death. How did it all come to this, you ask?
How did it come to? I bet you're wondering how it got here, intro. Alright, to be fair, this is over a decade old and a family film, so I think you can give that trope a little leeway.
I had a fairly standard childhood. I was 8 days old and still living with my parents.
A flashback shows his world literally crumbling, as even when he's the only survivor of an alien race, he's still less important than someone else. Another far better-looking alien race sends their last surviving child too, and he takes what would have been his life of luxury as Megamind literally lands in jail. This obvious loose reality says sure, why not, and allows the prisoners to raise Megamind in the ways of evil.
A knack for building objects of mayhem.
He sadly has no powers apart from extreme intellect, and when he goes to school, he sees his rival as all sorts of bells and whistles. Most of them very showy in 3D. Yes, this film tries hard to remind us that this was in fact made for 3D.
Good receives all the praise. Evil is sent to quiet time in the corner.
After spending years as an outcast and jokes that probably wouldn't play too well today, but I still think are kind of funny, Megamind decides to embrace his villainhood. They grow up years later still fighting, as his nemesis becomes a superhero adopting the name Metro Man, voiced by Brad Pitt. So you may notice this is in the days when DreamWorks Animation was still trying to figure out their style. The funny thing is, they were pretty good at making unappealing characters look appealing, like Megamind or his monster psychic played by David Cross simply named Minion. Yes, there was another anime movie psychic that year named Minion, and sadly that's not the one objectifying merchandise, but whenever they need to make characters look cute or attractive, that's bizarrely when they start to look ugly. Like local damsel in distress reporter Roxanne Ritchie, played by Tina Fey.
Is this some kind of nerdy supervillain website where you get Tesla coils and blinky dials?
She's supposed to be a knockout, but she just looks like the boss baby with hair. And creepy huge eyes, and flushed cheeks, and weird small lips. They all look like Margaret Keane mannequins. I don't like looking at them. I guess Metro Man looks okay, even though he's eerily close to looking like the president from Monsters vs. Aliens.
He looks like Bruce Campbell.
Some of these early DreamWorks characters gross me out. He looks like a California raisin.
Roxanne, don't panic, Roxy. I'm on my way.
I'm not panicking.
Megamind lures Metro Man to a false location, planning to zap him with a death ray. They trade supposedly good quips back and forth.
I think your warranty's about to expire.
Maybe I got an extended warranty.
Warranties are invalid.
Girls, you're both pretty. Can I go home now?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that whenever an internet battle over anything happens.
That's literally where that meme comes from, Doug, dummy.
So he's unable to escape, and he's blown up with a death ray. I hate how every bit of advertising gave away he's not really dead. Even the IMDb shows he's fine. Because otherwise, this would be one of my favorite dark fake-outs.
I want you to carry on with the dreary, normal things. Let's just have fun with this, come on.
With no one to stop him, Megamind takes over the city. Pretty much whatever he wants, but almost instantly feels empty.
We have it all. Then why do I feel so melancholy?
Melancholy?
For a DreamWorks animated superhero movie, this is kind of a different animal.
you can't.
I love The Incredibles, I think it's a fair film, but it does
That's
go
a
more the
joke at
traditional
Obama.
route. This is
Obama.
definitely a different take. At least in terms of how family superhero movies go.
I've made a horrible mistake. I meant to destroy you, but I didn't think it would really work.
Megamind goes to the Metro Man Museum to figure out why he feels nothing and coincidentally bumps into Roxanne. Oh, and look, Ben Stiller's voice for some reason.
Bernard, it'll just be another minute.
Oh, Ben Stiller, that idiot.
Oh, and his kids voiced some students too? Would he have a hand in making it or something? Oh, he did! With Guillermo del Toro?
What?
J.K. Simmons. Okay, I'm gonna stop randomly naming people because they just show up here. He disguised disguises himself as Bernard to talk to Roxanne and figures out what's missing is another hero for him to fight. So he uses some of Metro Man's DNA to clone his superpowers.
From this, we'll extract the source of Metro Man's awesome power.
Okay, I have no idea if this is intentional, but that looks like a cameraman reflection. If that is, then that's automatically the funniest joke in the movie.
Bernard, it's Roxanne.
I mean, it is a cameraman reflection.
Roxanne discovers his hideout, so Megamind continues the facade of being Bernard. Some of this can be pretty entertaining.
His strength's too much. I work out. Well, it's really paying off.
You know, for a reporter, she doesn't question enough things. The gun with the superpowers accidentally hits her cameraman Hal, played by Jonah Hill.
I was just about to make my frontal
Jonah Hill,
assault to
that
rescue
idiot.
you, but like 50 ninjas tried to attack me.
That's just how Jonah Hill defended the movie Don't Look Up as well.
That was awful.
As his powers grow, Megamind pretends to be his father from another planet, and I never thought you'd have to teach a comedian how to do a Marlon Brando impression, but I think Farrell needs that course.
This is a dream come true. You've been blessed with unfathomable power. I'm like your space dad.
He sounds like the brain has that pierced tongue guy from Rat Race in his teeth. It doesn't work, and not really in a funny way. He tries to train him as a hero and even calls him Titan, but he's so self-absorbed and rotten he can't get through to his good side.
To Titan, tomorrow, you will fight Megamind, and the city will know your name.
To the only city that looks more like a middle finger than Chicago does.
Yeah.
Hey folks, I'm playing Arkham City every Friday on Twitch.
No
We
one
also got
cares,
content
Doug.
5 days a week. Hope to see you there. To make Roxanne happy, Megamind cleans up a lot of the damage he did to the city, though she's completely unaware that she's been speaking to him the whole time. And this disturbs Minion.
The bad guy doesn't get the girl.
Maybe I don't want to be the bad guy anymore.
Yeah, how about that? A DreamWorks plot that sounds similar to another film this year that's not Disney.
Wow.
This causes them to have a falling out, leading to both a pathetically sad but also really funny goodbye.
Good luck on your date. I will. That doesn't even make any sense. I know.
How most supervillains say I love you to one another.
Wow.
Roxanne figures out what Megamind is up to in the most nonsensical way. See, in this world, that Rise of Skywalker dagger thing could totally work Nastukan, and Hal reveals himself as Titan.
Whoops! Savior!
He's
You are
insane.
lucky to have such a great hero here.
The contrast to how beautifully elegant the Superman Lois flight is compared to the chaotic clumsiness of Titan and Roxanne just makes the scene all the more hilarious.
I have powers.
You don't understand.
Why?
Hal,
This
just
isn't
take a
right.
deep breath and listen
You're
to me for a
supposed to
moment.
be with me.
I'll admit at first I found Hal to be a pretty boring villain, but when you sadly do meet a few horny, brainless creeps in your life, you do realize the idea of them having superpowers is kind of terrifying.
Yeah,
It's
he
Titan.
should not.
It's
Yeah.
Titan, not Hal.
Man, this is the biggest a-hole Jonah Hill's ever played since Jonah Hill.
Roxanne.
Sorry, I'm late.
This causes her to be late to her date. Yeah, how did you get down from that building?
Yeah,
and
what the-
Megamind is
yeah.
accidentally outed.
What about everything you just said?
Why are you so evil?
Again, I originally found this third act breakup and liar reveal plot pretty lame the first time, but I will admit the expression on his face
Flashback
really
is
says a
funny.
lot without having to say a lot.
Do you really think that I would ever be with you?
Wow.
The way he said that and the way it was animated clearly shows this is all he's ever known. It's not even that he wanted to be this way, it's just that's all he's ever been taught. And he learned it so well that when he tried something else, he was both too good and too bad at it. And you can't really blame Roxanne either, that's all she's ever known him as too. A deceiver. I wish it was just a little less rom-com-y, but it does still work.
Bring out the Black Mamba.
In light of these events, he plans his classic good versus evil fight with Titan, but Titan never shows. In fact, he's actually doing more evil than good. However, Megamind gets his fight when he reveals he's the one dating Roxanne. This battle is also pretty hilarious.
Come out, you little freak.
I am way too big a sucker for giant, massive, loud machines somehow sneaking around. When Megamind finds out Titan is so evil he wants to kill him as opposed to take him to jail, he tries Copper to defeat him, but for some reason it doesn't work. So he goes to Roxanne for help.
What do you want?
Copper's
An
actually
intro
not
course
his
to meme
weakness.
generator. I might have something with that previous image.
No bitches, yeah.
She agrees to help him, knowing Titan will destroy the city.
Another
if she
meme
doesn't.
from
so they
this
go to
movie.
Metro Man's old home, where, like I said, every commercial ruined the twist of Metro Man is
he's
still alive.
But we saw your skeleton. You were dead.
Are you a ghost?
In easily the funniest scene in the film, Metro Man talks about how he decided he was tired of the same old game and he ran away from his responsibilities. All in a literal millisecond.
Yeah.
I decided to go clear my head. I tried to get my mind off how I was feeling, but I just felt stuck.
I love this because it's almost like saying if Superman is so fast he could fly around the Earth in time travel, why couldn't he be so fast he could do something like this? There's like a million conflicts that could have been resolved with this.
For
And
real.
it doesn't even take like a few minutes in his time. It
He
takes
could
like
be
a week.
faster than the
What
Flash.
about what I wanted to do? No one said this hero thing had to be a lifetime gig. I can be whatever I want to be.
I mean, if this is how he promoted reading, clearly he wasn't a fast reader, so that gives you an idea. He decides to do what most people who abandon their true talents do, go into music.
I have
Oh, God.
that can see right through lead.
You can't sing that bad unless the guy who directed these is involved.
Oh, God.
He says he's put in his time and he's done, so Megamind decides he's done as well and returns to prison.
Thousands have already fled the city in a mass exodus. Remaining citizens are warned to stay indoors until further notice.
So this is where I get a little split on the movie. Roxanne goes to reason with Titan, but he kidnaps her and uses her as bait to lure out Megamind. He of course goes to rescue her and the villain fights the hero, but get this, the roles are reversed. And yeah, nothing much funny is done with it. It's just a pretty generic action scene with pretty generic dialogue.
This is the last time you make a fool out of me.
I made you a hero.
You did the fool thing all by yourself.
I gotta say, it's weird that only 2 major roles are switched up when there's 4 major characters you could use.
Yeah.
Obviously, Titan has to be the villain, but maybe you could have Roxanne as the hero, and Megamind as the captive, and Metro Man as the person who can't solve the problem. Or maybe Megamind as the hero, Metro Man as the captive, and Roxanne as the person who can't solve the problem. Whatever combo you go with, everyone can discover something different about themselves from a different point of view.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue Metro Man's kind of the useless bystander, kind of like what Hal was before, but then Roxanne's still in the same role. It just feels like there's more opportunities that could have been taken advantage of here.
Probably.
Because this is so boring to me. Yet they're acting like something like this has never been done in a comedy.
He's the real hero. Thing about bad guys, they always lose.
You won.
Well, I finally had a reason to win. We're the good guys now. I guess we are.
Like, remember when Enchanted brought up the daring idea that a woman can save the day, even though it's been done in a lot of movies by that point, even in Disney films? It kind of has that vibe. Granted, I still like that movie fine, and I still like this one too. So I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. The focus is still on Megamind, and the point's still gotten across. He doesn't have to be what he thinks fate is determined for him. I guess you could argue it is kind of interesting that not every major character has a major part.
No.
You could argue it's teaching you that some people who leave really will just leave and never come back. Some folks can overcome, but others are just gonna let you down. There's some valuable stuff here for a family film. I just wish if it wasn't doing anything that new, it'd at least do something really funny. And
he's a crazy, powerful.
There is no Easter Bunny. There is no
He
Tooth Fairy.
literally
There
goes
is no Queen of
insane.
England.
Yeah, okay, it's sometimes funny. And true.
Yeah, Jonah Hill is an
This, of
asshole.
course,
in
brings
real
us to
life.
where we start off, as he totally dies, y'all. No, he figures a way out and takes away the powers from Titan. He, of course, is the new hero in town, and even ends up getting together with Roxanne.
Get back, you savages!
Sorry.
And, you know, 2010's anime movies, of course, there's a dance party at the end.
Of course there is.
I'm bad.
You probably killed millions going psycho on that city, but it's all good fun. We have fun here. And that was Megamind. It's about as good as I remember it. Yeah, there was no major development watching it again that completely changed my mind.
There are
but
memes from
it's
that
still
movie.
perfectly fine.
Bruh.
Maybe part of why so many enjoy it is that a lot of younger people grew up with this film and were introduced to some of these ideas here. Bad turning good, fate is what you make it, people surprising you in both good and bad ways. Also, if you're an adult that really gravitated towards this film, maybe you're drawn to the fact that it's a character that's had a very checkered past, hasn't been taught that great, but still accomplishes a lot of good. I guess those are ideas that a lot of adults can connect to.
Also, Jonah Hill just being a villain is great because that's what he just is in real life.
There's a lot of
So
moments of
that's
characters
art
just having
reflecting
conversations,
life.
Not always needing to throw in a sight gag or one-liner, which might be unique for younger people watching anime comedies. I guess if I was a kid, I would respect the fact that they're trying to have more adult conversations and talk about adult ideas, and seeing it in a major anime movie, maybe that would have connected with me. If I grew up with it, maybe I'd see more the impact it had, but as is, I still see it as a good flick. Decent message, smart jokes, inventive animation.
Memes.
It's not a personal
There are
favorite,
memes
but it's
from the
hard
movie.
work
That's
and
all
effort
you
makes it
get.
just
Memes.
super enough.
And then they made a horrible
Remember,
one
you know that.
recently. It's even worse. So how does that make you feel?
Girls, you're both pretty. Can I go home now?
All right. Last call
We're still
time.
doing cameos for charity, and this month we're doing Wings for Life.
That's great. All right. Last call. Come join if you have not. I'm gonna do that. Call out
What's
to
up,
people.
guys and pals? I'm Coach Vino. This is the Progress Bar. And ladies and gentlemen, have you ever met somebody and just thought to yourself, man, that is one salty bastard. Like, what is crawling up that guy's ass? I mean, I think we all have, right, folks? But have you ever met a cocktail and thought the same thing?
Oh,
well, if you
boy.
haven't, you are today. That's right, folks.
ready,
I'm
Vino.
making you a cocktail called Salty Bastard, and it was created by Eric Castro over at Polite Provisions in San Diego, California. Now, this cocktail is another one of those rare stirred tequila cocktails. Actually, it's mezcal, so it should be really interesting because it also incorporates one of my favorite spirits, Amaro, specifically Chinar. So I'm really excited to try this bad boy out, right, folks? But before I do that, I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you can help Vino feed the hungry algorithm.
Hungry
Make sure you stick
algorithm.
around, because we are gonna boogie down. All right, folks, let's look at what is in the sauce for our Salty Bastard cocktail. The first thing you're gonna need is a 1/4 ounce of a honey syrup. All right, they say a 1-to-1, so we're gonna go ahead and do a 1/4 ounce
Too much,
of
Frog.
honey
There's too much
syrup,
wrong
right,
with them,
folks?
all right?
And then we're
I don't
gonna
have
do
an answer for
3/4
that
an
one.
ounce of
Too much.
Chinar, okay? So this
Chinar.
is my favorite Amaro.
That's an artichoke
I absolutely love this
Amaro,
stuff,
yeah.
so really excited to see
That's
what
an
this
artichoke
cocktail comes
liqueur,
out with,
Chad,
right?
just in case you
And
didn't
then
know
you're gonna do 2 ounces of mezcal. I'm gonna be using Madre. So a full 2 ounces of mezcal. So this is gonna be a very smoky cocktail with some bitter notes and obviously the sweetness from the honey. And then we're gonna get some salt in there. So because it asks for a pinch of salt. So there's a lot going on in this cocktail. So I'm really looking to see how this thing works out. It's gonna
find out.
Have quite a complex flavor profile, I imagine. Okay, so now we're just gonna add some ice to our mixing glass. And we're gonna stir it out for a good 25
Well, that's a good
to
reason
30
though,
seconds.
Nathan, because it's a bitter that's supposed to taste like medicine.
All right, folks, I think we stirred this bad boy up
Bitters usually
enough.
were supposed to taste like that too. They're supposed to be medicinal, so that's
interesting.
That's one of the older
All
ones.
right, let's
so
see
yeah,
what this bad
that's
boy
why it
tastes
does.
like, all right? So let's get our rocks glass down. We're serving that in a rocks glass. It's been chilling like a villain. I got a big rock in there.
See that?
Let's pour this bad boy in. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. I've even got some left over for a little snack afterwards, all right? And then we're gonna get an orange peel and we're gonna express some oils.
You can see that. I saw the oil just go right off on it. Damn.
And then just dump it right into
That was
the
visually
cocktail.
noticeable
All right,
that
folks,
did
so
that.
there we have it, our salty
Especially one
bastard
fucking
cocktail.
oily orange peel.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and give our salty bastard cocktail a sippy sip. Cheers.
Sippy sip. Sip it up.
That's delicious, guys. You're definitely gonna get some of that smokiness right up front from the mezcal. The bitterness from the Cynar is there to play, which I love. I was really worried it might get lost. Very nice, guys. Very, very nice. And I think that the salt really helps to balance everything out. Nothing's kind of sticking out too much. I can't say I'm picking up the honey syrup, but what I do think is doing is mellowing out actually some of the harshness of the cocktail. Very nice. And definitely the oils from the orange peel definitely add a nice brightness to the cocktail too. This is a nice little cocktail, guys. Delicious. Good. Especially if you're someone who loves your agave cocktails, you want something that you can sip on, this is gonna definitely get the job done. All right, folks, so look, if you like this video, please press like, please subscribe.
Don't worry if you know I shared it,
saliva. And please share it with family and friends. Remember, sharing is caring, and when life gives you lemons, make yourself a cocktail.
If I'm not,
Cheers.
I'll do that later after the stream. Anyway, watermelon, Long Island iced tea. Here we go.
I need some juice out
Sky.
of this watermelon. Nice.
It's almost a reasonable cocktail.
Yeah,
Almost.
Okay, don't be difficult. Don't be difficult. Come in here. Vodka. Rum. Gin. Tequila.
Cheap. Triple sec.
Sweet and sour. It's homemade, okay? Homemade, sweet and sour, okay? Julep straight. And just come behind with some of this good old juice. It's just gonna keep coming, buddy. It's just gonna keep coming with a little straw, okay? You just go in there like this, you know? Put that on the side here like that, you see? And there you have it, homeboy. The watermelon Long Island iced tea.
Not too crazy.
Fun, delicious, good to go, okay? And I think the watermelon makes it healthy. You know, be even healthy without the alcohol, but I don't suggest you try that. What's the point of
The
that?
Neptune's Garden Cocktail. Booze on the Rocks.
Welcome
Here
to
we go.
Booze on the Rocks, and today we're going to make Neptune's Garden. Now this
Good
is
up,
an
Dave.
interesting cocktail for a couple of reasons. First, it's blue, and I love blue cocktails, and they're the best color cocktails out there. Leave a comment down below if you agree. And if you disagree, still leave a comment down below, but if you do, tell me which one you like best. Now, having said that, this cocktail was created by David Melia, the author of Bohemian Mixology. And this cocktail is kind of a combination of a tequila sour and sort of a blue margarita. And that's one of the things, based on the ingredients I'm seeing here, that really makes me want to try the cocktail. And I wanted to share that experiment with you.
What's that?
Now, it's a shaken cocktail, and we're going to need
it's a
your
Saint
shaken glass.
Germain? Is that
and
it?
we're going to start that with some tequila. Now, I'm using Cazadores. It's a Blanco tequila. You could use a Reposado if you want, but based on the ingredients, you might lose some of those nuances of flavor.
Yeah,
and
so
we're going to
use
use an ounce and a half or
Blanco.
45 mils.
Okay.
Now your second ingredient is going to give us some of
how
that
you do it, run it
sweetness
up
and
or
some
down?
really
That's me.
fantastic flavors.
Let's see.
We're going to use some elderflower liqueur.
Yeah, we're gonna use
now,
some Saint
most of
Germain.
us call it bartender's ketchup because like this, ketchup can go on everything and it just tastes fantastic. In fact, you can make a really bad champagne or a bad cocktail taste better with this most of the time. Anyways, you don't need a lot. We're going to do half an ounce or 15 mils.
Yeah, probably wouldn't use too much Saint Germain.
Your next ingredient, of course, is going to be our blue curacao. Now, this will give us some fantastic orange notes, but it'll also give us a little a little bit more sweetness. And what that will do will stop you from having to add any type of, say, simple syrup to this because you'll get that sweetness from both of these ingredients. Now,
I
you'll
mean,
use
everything in
the
here is
same
typically
amount
sweet
of half an
already,
ounce,
technically.
15 mils.
Even the mezcal is, sorry, the
Our
tequila's
third
sweet,
ingredient
everything
is going to be our citrus. In this
Yep.
case,
Lime.
like both of those ingredients that I said, the tequila sour and the margarita, we're going to use
a lime.
lime juice. Now you don't need a lot of this. We only need about 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils. So grab yourself a lime, chop it in half with a knife that's sharper than this one, of course. And
I mean, I could make this. I have all these ingredients. I even have limes.
Squeeze this
because I bought more.
With the lime husk, because I had to reshoot my entire video because I screwed up half the sound fail. Truthfully,
I could have made this tonight, but I decided instead to go for beer.
Anyways. Yeah, 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils.
I've been sipping on this entire time. Now, again, I'm not feeling a buzz.
All right, now we're going to go to the controversial ingredient that you'll find in most forms of sours, and that is egg whites. Now,
egg whites?
If you prefer to have a vegan alternative, you could use something like aquafaba, or what's also known as garbanzo juice. It's the juice that comes in the cans of chickpeas. The other thing that you could do is use something like a Magic Foaming Bitters. But what we need for this is 1 egg white, or in this case, this is a large egg, although it looks kind of small for large eggs, and you want about 1/2 an ounce of an egg white.
Yep. Just gotta be careful not to get the yolk in. There you go, got the bite in.
Once you've done with your egg yolk, just put that off to the side.
Yep.
I like to make sure that I save them for something else, whether it's an omelet or buns or even say a flip style cocktail. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to shake this with ice, but we're not going to shake it with a lot of ice. I want to use some larger pieces of ice. That will help with...
You can use a whole egg for a flip too.
Anyways, as I can tell that I've had a few problems with filming this cocktail, you don't want to spill your stuff. Just like that. Now,
don't do that.
It's not the end of the world. My egg whites are still in there. What you want to do is you want to shake this good and hard for about 10 seconds.
Just use a big cube. That's the whole thing. Use a big cube to have fun for 10 seconds. That basically cooks the egg white. That's what you're doing using that emulsion.
All right, now that you're close to 8 to 10 seconds, ideally you want to make sure you shake it hard.
Yep.
And what you'll do is you'll just pop that off with the strength of 1,000 thunderclaps and put this off to the side. In fact, I should say 1,000 drop pieces of ice and 1,000 splashes because that's the way it's been. Now, what I am going to do is serve this in my favorite glass, which is a rock glass. You can serve this 2 ways. You could serve it in sort of a Nick or Nora style glass, or you could do it in a rocks glass over some ice like I'm going to do. And I'm just going to add a couple of cubes, like so. And what I am going to do is I am going to fine strain this with the strainer I don't have.
Wow, Dave.
So when you don't have your Hawthorne strainer handy, you can always use your julep strainer.
Okay. I'm straining it. Oh my God, Dave, you're pouring the whole thing in there.
So let's try it out. Oh, and you could you could garnish this with something orange, or maybe a little bit of lime or something, just to give it that little bit of zest in case you need to make some changes.
Probably fine as is though.
Oh yeah, that is really good.
Yeah.
You get some sweetness, you get that tequila. It's there. The tequila is not overpowering. The egg white is there, just gives you a smooth mouthfeel. And the elderflower liqueur really gives it an interesting, slightly floral flavor that really brings all of this together. If you like cocktails like this, take a look after the recipe card right over here.
This one is done all in a food processor with some sugar, with a little instant coffee, vanilla vodka, Kahlua, just a little bit of bitters, okay? Look at that one, look at that. That looks amazing. You come in with your cocoa powder, right? You have my little sprinkly thing in my cocoa powder. And there you have it, homeboy, the espresso martini mousse.
Wow, there it is, the espresso martini.
Delicious, fun, easy to do.
All right, let's go to Rob's Home Bar.
What's up,
Hey,
home
Rob.
bartenders? Let's make a cocktail called the Upianito. Hope I said that right. We're gonna build this one directly in the glass. 2.5 ounces of sweet vermouth.
Near 3
Half an
ounces of
ounce
sweet vermouth.
of a white rum agricole.
Okay, half an ounce of that.
Half an ounce of an orange curacao.
Doing a dry curacao.
3 dashes of Angostura bitters.
Okay.
2 drops of a saline solution.
That's a salt solution. Stir it up.
For garnish, we're got an orange peel and olives.
Wow.
The
okay.
rum Marianito. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of sweet vermouth, and this is a sweet vermouth forward drink, obviously, but that rum agricole does something really, really interesting with it.
Okay. He likes it.
And you do pick up a little of that orange flavor as well. Wow. I didn't expect to like this one, but this is really...
Oops. Sorry about that. I paused.
Really neat.
Anything else on the side? As in, try
yeah,
to
I highly recommend trying this. The rum, you got to get a flavorful rum agricole. Nothing mild. If you don't have a good rum agricole, use cachaça. I think cachaça would probably have the same effect on the sweet vermouth as this particular rum agricole did. And the saline solution, as well as the brine coming off these olives, is adding to it. Like, there's a salty aspect to it that's really interesting. This is a really interesting sipper. It's hard to describe the flavor, but it's quite good. Yeah, recommended. Wow. If you ever tried making a martini with different spirits other than vodka or gin, check out this video where I tried 6 different spirits in a martini. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.
Trash can is a dirty
There we
place,
go.
boy.
My trash can jumbo dude.
Come in with a little fruit, a season, rum, okay? With a little bit of vodka. Peach snaps, okay?
Just pour it all in, homeboy.
99 grape, homeboy.
99 grape, homeboy. That laugh was horrible, guys.
Yeah, don't worry. Got the wine box right here. Well, I can't do like that, right? I have to multitask. This is what I do. With a little bit of Malibu. Switch it off. Now, homeboy, this is simply lemonade, okay? And then let's hit it with a little bit of red. Now we come in with a little oil. Here's the thing, this is trash can punch, right? So what I want to do is I want to open it and then drop them in. Okay, we got squirt, we got Sprite, Seagrams. If you squeeze the can to mash it, drop it in. Put the trash can. You also have worms, okay? Remember that.
Yeah, put some crawling worms in there. Great. Candy.
And this is a real trash can. And remember, I have a hemp THC drink coming.
A hemp THC drink? What?
There's very little known about the specific origin of the Q punch.
Oh, we got Bruce.
But it borrows from the tradition of punch recipes that have been popular in social gatherings for centuries.
Bruce up just a little bit, though. This video is a little bit longer. Not too much, 1.25 speed. There you go. Q punch.
I'm not exactly sure what Q refers to in the Q punch. The only connection I found is to the Royal Botanic Gardens. Kew, a renowned botanical garden in London, England. These gardens are celebrated for their vast plant collections and significant contributions to botanical research and conservation.
Okay, then.
The name Kew often evokes a lush natural beauty of these gardens. The Kew punch recipe certainly boasts a delightful mix of flavors. When I first saw the ingredients, I wondered, well, you know, is this going to taste good?
Well,
Perhaps sipping on a Kew punch will transport me to a beautiful garden setting.
It won't.
Who knows? Let's make one and find out. Now, it was Aaron who brought this drink to my attention. But I mean, really, come on. Look at this stuff. It's like flipping 5 bottles of booze here.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's see if this thing tastes okay, right? We're gonna start with some vodka.
Yeah, you want to make sure.
I got the iceberg. 1 ounce. Yeah. We're gonna follow that up with some gin. 1 ounce.
1 ounce of gin.
We got some cherry brandy. I guess this is cherry liqueur, Luxardo. I'm gonna go for a 1/2 ounce.
Well,
that changes the color, doesn't it?
Wow.
We've got orange curacao. We are going with a full ounce of curacao. Who's driving? Just saying.
I just kind of really wanted to try this drink, but I didn't have all of this different type of alcohol at home, so I figured, I know a guy.
I know a guy. I know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah. We've got some sweet vermouth here. 1 ounce. Alrighty. There we go. That's it. No, we're going to add some ice. Top this wonderful chimney-style glass.
That's
full of
totally
ice.
what I named
Lots of ice.
That's a lot of ice, Bruce. Jesus.
Maybe get more ice. I don't know, man. Well, let's see what happens.
God.
Looking good. Good looking. Okay, but wait, there's more. We're just going to give this a little stir, incorporate a bit. We want to add some fresh fruit that's, seasonal fruit.
Okay.
I got some raspberries. I got some blueberries.
Got some peaches?
I even threw in a mango there.
That's mango. They had peaches.
And we're just going to stir a bit to incorporate.
There are no mangoes in
Need
Canada.
a bigger glass.
Bruce.
But wait, there's even more. Lemonade. Now, it's real easy to make your own lemonade. You could buy store-bought, but this is just fresh pressed lemon, water, and sugar. Yeah, plain and simple. 2 ounces. But wait, there's more. Ginger ale. We're just going to top her up. 2 ounces. Or whatever you can fit in your glass, right? And our final ingredient, thank God, bitters. Angostura bitters. Don't leave home without them. 2 good dashes. That's looking mighty fine. Okay, and we'll just throw a garnish in here like that, and we're good to go.
All right, Bruce.
No more
There you go.
room. All right, let's
made it.
find out
How's the punch taste?
what this thing is all about.
Bew.
I get the sweet vermouth, for sure, and the berries. And I guess we need a straw. That straw's not going to work. Anyway, it'll have to work. It's nice. It's a little sweet for my palate, but it's nice. The Q Punch is a dance of flavors, where the strength of vodka and gin meet the embrace of cherry brandy and the rich, herbaceous sweet vermouth, creating a solid base. The ginger ale, lemonade, and orange liqueur add a bit of fizz and citrusy kick. A couple of dashes of Angostura bitters finish it off, creating a multi-layered taste that's both vibrant and complex. I think, if anything, I'd probably back off a bit on the sweet vermouth, personally. But that's just me. Make a Q Punch and see what happens.
Alrighty, that's a cute punch, everybody. And with that, we come to the end of Case of Mondays. I'd like to thank everyone, obviously, who's been around
And we'll just
tonight.
garnish there.
I'll do a shilling after the actual video.
And
itself
there
is
you
fully
have
over.
it. What's that?
Bitters.
Bitters!
Bitters.
Oh,
I forgot bitters.
Thank you. What's that? What's that hissing in the background? That was weird, man. It's awesome. Okay, I don't know. I like it, but there's a lot of sweet components going on. So if you got a sweet tooth, I mean, we got the sweet vermouth, we got the cherry liqueur, we got the dry curacao, we got the lemonade, which is like a sweet tart thing going on there, right? And then you got the ginger ale. But it's a very complex drink. You need to make one and judge for yourself. So hit the subscribe button and check some other videos out here and make this drink your bitch, man.
Wow. That's the first time I've heard him cuss at the end of this thing. Anyway, with that being said, we're now at the end of Case of Mondays. Again, thank you everyone for coming around. I always appreciate seeing you guys. We had a little shilling, it'll be fully done. Don't forget the movie caption contest, movie picture, movie hammer on the Discord. We should have played those when you're not busy in the Epic RPG arena, doing the arena things there. The horse event's about to end, so be sure to use all your stuff. Morphine the bulk area, bulking, you know you're doing that. Tomorrow, join me and Porky at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a dark room. Probably be doing that for a little bit. Then we'll probably just be in the Discord. I don't know. we'll see what goes on after that once that's done. Wednesday will be Wednesday, my dudes, so be sure to join us also in the Heretic Network for that as well. Going to be having some scary, spooky videos, which you guys love, and there will be a Red Reel after that. Will be a scary movie as well. Thursday will be Skinner Radio, so be sure to tune that back here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a lot of tunes you guys want to play. Got some new ones I want to show you too. And Friday will be Hell on Earth. Got a lot of things to talk about, like I alluded to tonight, so be sure to tune in on Heretic Network at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that. And Saturday, too, will be me, Porky Weeb, and Jeff gaming with some more Red Dead in the afternoon. That'll be afternoon Heretic Live gaming. So that's all I have to shill. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.